I'm not doing this because I want to take long showers with you assholes.
Ain't you them kids that have been quacking off in my tool shed?
By a bunch of fucking ice holes like yourselves.
Yeah, well, listen, you ought to ditch the geeks in the car with now and get in with us, but that's all right. We'll worry about that later.
Oh my God. There's 100 morons in my basement.
It's you, Larry.
Lollygaggers. Diamond dogs have struck again.
No, they could be a lot worse.
Why did you kiss my ear? Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
4 of us wolves running around the desert together in Las Vegas, looking for strippers and cocaine.
1, 2, 3, Benchwarmers!
Live from Scott's parents' basement, this is the Basement Benchwarmers Podcast.
The Basement Benchwarmers Podcast back for another week. After 10 days, we've been off. Well, we're back. It's Ed and myself and Tim tonight. I think Rick may stop by. And Willie's doesn't answer text, so that's how that goes. So, I can't. Oh, there we go. Crickets. So, yep, let's start off how we start off every week before we get going here. And how was your last 10 days, Ed?
I think mine's off too.
There you go. You're on now.
Well, now I can tell you about my week.
What is going on?
Oh my God. No, I was just checking the other day. What was it yesterday? I was looking. Did you guys see this? Trump's going back to Butler, Pennsylvania, because he figures the people got ripped off when he, got shot in the head and didn't finish his speech. So he just survived an assassination attempt. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't care what you think about Trump, but that is badass. Going back to the same place, you're just going to go.
Only if he shows up in a hoodie or a T-shirt that says "You missed."
You missed with a Target shirt,
right?
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I'm old enough to remember that Pussy Kennedy never went back to Dealey Plaza. Oh, is it too soon for that? No, I'm joking.
Right.
The attempt in Dallas was a mostly peaceful assassination. They don't make snipers like they used to. And since that assassination didn't work, it's back to square one with all these attack ads on TV.
That's already started.
I know, it's nuts.
It only took them 2 hours since.
It's like the bing, bing, bing. The wound's cauterized. Let's fucking go after him.
Right.
I saw one that stated Trump's such a threat to democracy that only a dictatorship can overcome his tyranny.
Wow, both ways.
Yeah, I saw that.
Giggity.
No, it was a crazy week, though.
Yeah, very crazy.
How was your week, Timmy?
Week was good. A lot of golf. Found another golf course, new golf course this year.
Did they just build it, or it's been there?
No, it's been there. It's in Big Bend.
It's like cloaked.
Yeah,
lots of trees in the front. You can't see it's back there.
Yeah, lots of trees on the golf course too. I found that out too. I can't. Fuck, I'm getting old. So yeah, try that place out.
In Big Bend.
Big Bend. Yeah.
Shoot all right.
Yeah, actually, I shot under 100 on a course that I've never seen before, so that's always a plus for me. And then,
I mean, what is your guys' history with that? With just going on a course that you don't know?
Edgewood golf course. Sorry,
Edgewood and Big Bend.
Yeah.
So, if you just go to a golf course that you've never been to, you don't even have an idea. Have you ever shot really good on those because you're kind of just winging it?
Yeah. Sometimes, Thunderhawk's a good example where Thunderhawk and Waukegan or Zion.
Yeah, it's just over the border.
Right. So the thing about Thunderhawk is that they had a lot of blind tee shots where you don't really know where you're shooting into.
Yeah.
So that's hard. But yeah, I mean, a lot of these courses, they're not like too tough. Like, you got a dog leg right or left or, elevated green and, you need to club up, club down, stuff like that. So play with two guys that played it before. So they're like, this is pretty straight. You got water on the right, water on the left. So it's always nice to tell your partner, like, especially if there's water that's in front of a par 3, which I didn't do for Scott today, which I felt really bad. So.
You couldn't see the water at all?
No, not on that. Yeah, because there was an elevated tee, and it was kind of like it was down a hill. Yeah, so you really couldn't see it. And Scott hit a ball. I go, oh, that might be in the water. Scott turned around. My dad goes, yeah, there's water in front of the green. So, yeah.
But I didn't go in the water.
No, so you close.
Yeah, you were actually pin high on the right hand side, right?
I was.
Yeah.
I got to it was weird.
Yeah, we golfed.
If you ever just went to a course you didn't know and killed it, like just like this is,
Well, today I shot good on the course. I never been to it.
Oh yeah.
For me, 93 is good, and I shot 93.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was just wondering. I mean, obviously, you're better off shooting the same course multiple times.
Yeah, if it's
well, I mean, you would think because we shoot pets all the time that we'd be shooting like low 40s and shit, but still can't figure out that fucking course.
Yeah, why is pets so tough? It's so. I mean, it's one of the only courses I've ever played, and I'm obviously not a golfer.
it's hard because the 8th and 9th and the 17th and 18th holes.
Right.
That's why it makes it hard.
Right.
They're terrible. They're hard finishing holes.
Are they?
For up.
Right.
For just
and then you've got
giggity.
and then you've got like the part 3, like
the 16th uphill.
Right. Well, two.
Two's tough.
Right.
Yeah,
Two's tough because if you don't hit it far enough up onto the green, it'll roll down.
Okay.
Right. So and then so a lot of different things. Like for whatever reason this year and last year, the greens have been like especially tough at Pets, like brutal tough. So that's why. But I mean, Pets used to be, you got to realize they took out what 500-600 trees. Like remember how wooded?
Yeah.
Way more.
I think they had to, probably because of that
ash, the
emerald ash borer,
right? The ash borer
just found in the final county in Wisconsin, in Burnett County.
Yep,
where I hunt.
Yep.
Well,
so yeah, and then
I guess there'll be 1 million trees on the ground instead of only 900,000 now. I can't even walk in the woods. There's so many dead trees.
That's good for hunting, though, isn't it?
Not for hunters. For the animals, it's great.
Oh, yeah. So I'm not a hunter, so
it's hard to walk.
Is it? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay, I got it. So. That a lot of golf. Went to Badger Bob's outside of Allemont. It's like out in the middle of nowhere in Highway A in Rock County. Yeah, it's like right outside Whitewater. So little bar, another burger place that was pretty decent. So
Badger Bob's, isn't that's out by Elkhorn, isn't it?
Yeah,
yeah.
So that was
well.
good.
That's where Highway 12 now is blocked. You got to turn right there.
Yeah,
on the Potter Road, I think it's on.
Yep.
Yeah. I know where I'm at.
Yeah, that's fucking impressive, Ed. So, well, yeah, a lot of golf, a lot of food. Summer League, watched a lot of Summer League. So, Bucks don't look good. Young kids, like, Johnson. The best guy that looked good for them was Johnson, the first round pick. Beauchamp looked terrible. 3rd-year pro looked terrible. Not terrible, but he's struggling on it, and it's funny because, you got this, they want to be a defensive team and they're allowing like 120 points. I mean, I know it's Summer League, but, you want to instill that philosophy right away. But
yeah, I mean, is it just running gun in Summer League or do they actually play D?
They play D.
They should be. I mean, it's part of the game.
Right. It was interesting to see some of these rookies come in. And I know it's Summer League. Like some of these guys come in and just fucking kill it. But, Zach Edey looked like a good basketball player. So I kind of wonder, like, if he was held back maybe by Matt Painter, by
a different style.
Right. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm looking forward to NBA this year, as always. So that's it. Scott, how was your 10 days off?
I went to Arizona. It was
hot.
Yeah, it was warm. It was different. It was a different type of heat. Luckily where we stayed had a pool, so it made it easier. But yeah, I had a good time. It was it's a nice area. I like the area. Obviously not when it's 115 probably, but I bet it's great when it's in the 70s, 80s, in this winter. I bet it's a great place to be. A lot of stuff to do. All these areas really didn't really understand how close they are to each other. Mesa, Scottsdale.
Oh yeah.
They're all real close.
Yeah.
So I went by Cubs training facility. It was cool. Yeah, it was a cool little area. Went by a State Farm, the stadium, the Cardinal Stadium.
See Jake out there anywhere?
No. Went Chase
White
Field.
Jake or Black Jake? White Jake's he's homeless. you might see him out there.
Took a tour at Chase Field and actually then saw a game at Chase Field and I was out there, so it was cool.
Yeah, it was Pirates, wasn't it?
Yeah, Pirates. It was a good game, entertaining. It's Chase Field. It's very similar to Miller Park. I refuse to call it AmFam.
Well, when you sent the picture, that's right. I was like, I thought you were out of town.
Yeah.
And then I kind of
Very-
zoomed it up and I could see.
It seats 48 or 48,000 maybe. So it's like 7,000 more than Miller Park, but
And it's airy. It's like a big box
yeah,
again. Yeah.
If they built it like a square to make it probably easier to build on the outside, but the inside's baseball. It's nice. It's a nice park.
Retractable roof too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They have it. They have it open when it's not. When they went on the tour, the guy said obviously they don't have it open much from June to.
They still have
August.
that pool in the outfield.
Yep, there's a pool right in the outfield. Yeah, so it's pretty cool setup. It was cool. It was something to do, something neat, right in the middle of downtown. Right next door is a Footprint Center where the Suns play. So it's a pretty cool area. It's basically you cross the street.
How hot was it?
It was around 115, 114 every day.
I mean, but it's dry heat, so you don't feel it, right?
The sun was. I mean, it was weird. I mean, you didn't really sweat, but that sun, man, the sun's hot. Like it reminded me. I mean, it was hot. The sun was just crazy hot.
I was just joking.
The sun was crazy hot. I mean, but the air itself wasn't like not here. If it was 110 here, it'd be terrible.
You know what's crazy is the only time I've been to Arizona was up at Hoover Dam, but 102, and we were out walking around. I mean, it was 102 like it was today. You'd fucking die outside.
Yeah,
the humidity's like whatever 70% right now, or.
Right.
There's no way you could do that with 102, you know?
Yeah, I lived in Tempe. The last day I was there was 125, like the day we moved.
No.
Yeah?
Why is there a dog on the baseball field?
There's a dog, bat boy. He grabbed the bat.
Well, then they need a girl to go out there and get the dog.
The dog will run away.
So where we're watching minor league baseball, there's a dog chasing the bat. There's a girl chasing the dog.
Who's chasing the girl?
There's a security guard looking. That girl doesn't work here. And then they got that monkey that rides on the back of the dog with the cowboy hat on. Remember that thing? Oh shit!
Yeah, so that was my week. Nothing. It was fun. Nice trip. Nice getaway. So tonight we'll talk a little bit about the Olympics.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that.
Whatever. If you have any
Conspiracy theories.
A little bit about training camps. A little bit about I wrote something else.
Few trades.
Yeah, and MLB. Couple trades close to home. And then also we'll probably talk about the Jordan Love deal also. That'll be coming up. Also a Tua deal.
Yeah,
two deals that happened this last few days that made quarterbacks a little richer. So
and who's not signed yet?
Who?
Dak.
Oh, Dak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the Cowboys are all in.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, jeez.
So let's go though how we do every week and go with the good, bad, and the ugly.
Oh, I thought we were gonna do birthdays first.
So let's start with Tim tonight, and Tim,
Really?
you can start with whatever you want, and we'll just follow your lead. Good, bad, or the ugly.
All right. So my good
Oh, good. Okay.
is going to be Dylan Cease.
Cease.
Not for the fact that he finally got his no-hitter since he had a winner with the White Sox when he was with them, but for the fact that he refused to come out of the game because he wanted to try to finish off his no-hitter.
Yeah. Yep.
So I can't remember what his pitch was. I think it was like close to like 120 maybe, but like it was great to see that he didn't want to come out and they actually let him follow through.
Yeah.
So
It's back in the day, guys threw 200 pitches. I don't know, and there wasn't 800 Tommy John surgeries back then. I guess your career ended, but
right. Cease had Tommy John though, didn't he? He was.
I don't think so.
No, Cease just got traded.
Right.
Right. He was a Cub, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might be the last great.
He was in that Eloy trade. It was Eloy, Cease, and I forget who the other one was.
The three guys that.
It was a good trade for the White Sox, but I mean they didn't use
Well,
it.
Eloy went to them, but the other guy went to the Yankees.
Okay.
That was supposed to be the big guy.
McKinney.
No, who played second baseman for the Yankees for a couple of years.
Gleyber was in that
Gleyber
deal?
Torres.
yeah.
He got shipped
I thought
off.
that was a separate deal.
No, yeah, but you're talking a guy that was with Cease and
Yeah, there was 3 guys that went over. I don't know.
I don't remember.
And
Who did they
that
trade?
was
Quintana came
they got
back,
Quintana.
That's
which
right.
I mean, you got 5 years of a starting pitcher, 4 years or whatever.
Controlled lefty.
Yeah, it was.
That's
Andy was just coming off a good year. You're like,
and Glenbar Torres, just how it works.
He's
As
solid.
you get older, you figure out things. You know, when you're younger, it's like, oh, you see all these people. Oh my God, it's great. Actually, in that deal, people were more upset about Glenbar Torres than they were about Dylan Cease, and I really have Dylan Cease back right now.
I would.
You know, I'd take Cease, but Cease is, to be honest, is he better than Jameson Tyone right now?
yeah, probably.
Teon might get Cy votes right now.
I know he's pitching
He's
really
been on
good.
fire, and he's on a trade block. That's what I heard.
I picked him up in fantasy. He was on the waiver wire because
I picked him up. I picked him up a few weeks ago.
I've had him for years.
Actually, I picked him up in our league like about 2 months ago.
Yeah,
I picked him up. I said,
before. Yeah,
he's a starter, and now with Hendricks being garbage, he ain't going nowhere.
Well, yeah, right.
Well,
you're seeing some of these starters out there like Montgomery just came off a big year. He's garbage. I mean,
yeah,
there's a lot of guys like so you take shots at these guys in fantasy right now. Guys that are coming off the DL or whatever that have been on all year.
Right. Who was the other big pitcher that was it Boris
Yelton?
Snell?
Well, Snell's at the Padres.
He might get traded.
Right.
No, he's with the Giants.
Didn't he just have like 14 strikeouts yesterday?
Yeah, they're talking. He's on the trade block already.
Yeah, he hasn't recorded an out in the 7th inning in his career.
No, he's had to have.
Swear to God, I saw that stat the other day.
That's crazy. If that's
he's
true,
probably pulled out before then all the time.
Huh?
I thought he threw a no hitter.
Just asked, wasn't he the guy in the World Series got pulled out?
Yeah.
Kevin
that was
Cash.
in the 6th inning.
Yeah, Kevin Cash.
Cash money.
No, who's the guy that went to Arizona? Pitcher. I thought there were 3 pitchers.
Who went this year?
Boris.
Oh,
yeah.
Gallon.
We got Gallon, Shelby Miller, and who's the other guy?
Might have been Miller.
The guy that's been hurt. I have him on my fantasy team. I think we're talking about.
Not Faft.
He was a reliever too.
Right.
He did back and forth. I don't know if he started as a Cardinal.
Yeah.
Or not a Cardinal, a Diamondback. You know what I'm talking about. He's been hurt this year, so I still got him.
Not Baumgartner.
I can't think of who it is either.
Yeah, if I'm thinking of the right guy, I could be wrong.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, Timmy, if you're gonna bring it up, you got to know his name.
I know.
Just dead silence. We're looking up where the hell this guy is.
This is a good headline. Why Tua's deal with Miami is a no-brainer.
I
didn't write it. It's right here in front of me.
Wow.
Just saying.
Yeah, all that stuff. I mean, the whole quarterback thing, it's all just a going rate.
Jordan Montgomery.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah,
Montgomery.
who'd I say? I thought I said Montgomery.
You might
Yeah,
have.
he sucks.
Well,
He's been garbage.
Who did Montgomery go to? The Diamondbacks.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. That's what I was talking about before that.
Remember how they were talking about he was going to get like $500 million from all those players, and
he went over from Texas, and then
right.
Well, he's got it held out. He was in this last year. Him and the other 2 pitchers, all the players,
Snell,
Bellinger, and other guy, they all held out for more
Montgomery.
money.
Montgomery got traded from the Yankees to the Cardinals, right? And then to Texas.
Then to Texas, yeah.
So you're good.
Oh, I didn't have many goods, but I okay. I'll go with this one. Couple who attempted to cross the Atlantic found dead in lifeboat.
How's that?
You know what?
Wait, this is good.
Because I'm sick of these people. They're like 65 years old. It's like, we're going to go across from Canada to the Azores. It's like rich people. It's like they got nothing better to do. And then they're found dead 100 miles from they actually floated back kind of the coast. They lasted 7 days and they were both dead. It's like, you know what? It teaches these people a lesson.
So did they notify anyone that they were doing this? Or just...
Yeah. Oh, he's 70. She's 60 from British Columbia. They left Halifax. 7 days. They were still in Nova Scotia when they found them. There was like a sandbar out in front. Their bodies washed up ashore. They were dead in 7 days. It's like, you know what?
They weren't eaten by crabs. Like
no, they just died because they probably ran out of water or got tipped over. Whatever.
Right.
It's like the world will kick your ass. So I don't know. It's good. You know, it's one of those Darwin Awards. I think that's what I'm going to go with. It's good because it's a Darwin Award.
Right.
I didn't have any goods. Sorry, Scott. What's your good?
I don't know. There's a few things. I'm gonna go with, and we'll talk about it later. The good right now, it's kind of new to me, and I like, and like I said, we'll talk about it later. I like what the Cubs have done the last couple days.
I do too.
I enjoy it a lot. I think it's a good move. But we can move. That's what the Cubs are doing. Makes them competitive maybe for the rest of this year, but also put in the future too. They're good, smart moves. Now I think we could talk later. They're going to do other things that might change the future. I mean, change this year. I think by Tuesday. But as of right now, who knows? We'll talk about the guys in a minute. But yep. Now what you want next, Tim?
Bad
or ugly?
Let's do the bad.
Okay.
The latest Power Sports Cupper dating rumor. Do you know who it is?
Kelsey Plum and Ant-Man.
No, that'd be awesome.
Kelsey Plum and Bam.
No.
Kelsey Plum and anybody.
Close. It's not Kelsey. No, if it was Kelsey Plum.
Caitlin Clark.
No.
And
Close.
Plum.
Very
Plum.
close. You're hot.
The one girl she played with that
No.
plays for Vegas now.
No, the mean girl. I can't think of her name.
Angel Reese.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
wait.
And
Snoop Dogg.
Nope.
No. Jonah Hill.
Wait.
It'd be like that movie.
21 Jump
Is it
Street.
okay?
No,
Wait.
where he dates Eddie Murphy's daughter. You ever see that movie? Jonah Hill?
That's 21 Jump Street.
No.
22 Jump Street.
No, he dates Jonah Hill's daughter. It's like, Jonah Hill meets, and she's black, and Eddie Murphy wants nothing to do with it. It's hilarious. It's a funny movie.
What?
And then Julia Lee
Jonah Hill wasn't super bad, right?
but he's super.
Yeah,
but
he's lost weight.
You have to look it up.
Have
Look
you
it
seen
up.
22
Yes,
Jump Street?
not the same movie.
It's not War Dogs either, or whatever.
No,
it
War
is.
Dogs is awesome.
Yeah.
True story.
No, Kevin Durant and Angel Reese are rumored to be dating.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Well, he was knocking down a lot of shots today.
I bet. Because she's in Paris.
He's like, oh, he's filling the hoop right now.
He's putting in the hole, giggity.
That's what she said.
She looks a little aggressive for him. I mean, he's like a pretty chill guy.
Right.
Giggity.
I can kind of picture that. I'm gonna go look on Pornhub, see if they got any pictures.
Well,
yet.
it looked Kardashian, so I'm kind of like it.
That was
we all did.
We all did. That's great. That might be the funniest part of the whole
Yeah.
thing.
I don't
shit.
know. Yeah. Ed's bad.
Yeah, Ed.
Well, I want to pile on Kevin Durant before I start
All right.
mine. Did you guys hear Dwayne? Was it Dwayne Wade doing? Because he said he was from Marquette, doing the announcing today on the basketball game.
No.
Oh my God! Yeah, back at Marquette, we had a thing like this, and then Durant knocks down like 8 shots in a row, and I mean,
Right.
it was awesome.
Well, back at Texas with Rick Barnes coaching him. So, yeah.
So he's like knocking him down, and then Wade's like, "Oh, Kevin Durant, his pronouns are he, him." He did it like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, this because
Dwayne. I think it's Dwayne Wade.
it was somebody from Marquette. It was a former player that played with LeBron.
Al McGuire. Oh, I'm sorry. J.J. Crowder.
Oh, could have been Jay Crowder.
Yeah, possible.
Right.
I'll have to look it up. I
Right.
thought it was
It
Wade.
could be Wade, though, being fair.
Is he still with the Bucks or did he sign with somebody else?
No, he's with nobody. That's what Peter said. I was talking to my father-in-law, and he said, it's funny how nobody wants him.
Right. And
He'll get signed. He'll get signed by the end of the year by somebody before the year starts.
Right.
I mean, no, go ahead.
No, he'll get signed.
What did we just talk about? We just said something. You said
that was Durant.
Dwayne Wade. Speaking of commentators, the funniest thing I saw today, we were eating lunch and it comes on Equestrian. The announcers are somebody and Randy Moss. And I started cracking up thinking Randy Moss, but Randy Moss is a horse owner, different guy.
Right.
But it's funny seeing Randy Moss's name.
It's like, what the? Said they'll try it.
Check the thread with Snoop Dogg announcing.
Oh, yeah. Equestrian.
Nope. It's a new one.
Oh, you got it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All I know is if Randy Moss, the football player, that is the definition of a DEI hire. There's no way he's up there with like saddles and shit. Oh man.
Oh yeah, it was Wade.
It was
and Ian Eagle.
Okay.
Ian
It was
Eagle.
awful. He was driving me nuts because he kept saying that kind of stuff. He just was not good.
Huh?
Whatever. He knows because he's probably LeBron got him on there.
Yeah. Oh, man.
What are we on?
LeBron doesn't have that kind of power. Papa?
Papa?
Papa? Not Dwayne Wade's gonna call him Papa.
You guys calm down.
Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us.
Huh?
Who would have thought? Not me.
We're going to talk Olympics, right? Separately?
Yeah.
All right.
You can throw something in if you want.
Oh, I got some uglies. Okay, my ugly.
The good. No, the bad. This is the bad.
This is the bad?
Yep.
Okay, my ugly bad.
Okay.
I'm going to go with that shitbag Ryan Braun, elected to the Brewers Hall of Fame.
Oh, he was elected to the Hall of Fame?
The Brewers Hall of Fame, you get this like plaque and everything.
So
I guess Dino's not going to be there.
The Cubs haven't put Sosa in nothing.
Yeah. But the Brewers, which is even, I mean, Sosa, whatever.
I don't disagree with it, but I'm just saying.
But yeah, but don't you think there's
The Cubs have a much greater history for sure.
Right.
I mean,
but Sosa did a lot too, and
yeah, he's like one of the greats. If you take
what, 360 home run seasons,
yeah,
nobody ever done that in a row, weren't they?
And he had, I think, at least one MVP, maybe two. I don't know. I don't remember.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Finish your story that made me go. Oh my God.
I didn't. It was just that fucking piece of shit gets elected to the Hall of Fame with his herpes, sitting there smiling with little sores around his mouth.
Failed steakhouse.
His failed steakhouse that Aaron Rodgers said, and I back him completely. He would never, lie about a piss test, try and ruin a guy's life from Kenosha who was just doing his job.
Right.
Yeah, that one. With the Brewers making a trade before the deadline for Wander Franco or what here coming up. Jesus Christ.
Too soon?
Yeah, I don't know. They're both pretty bad. Ryan Brown's a good baseball player, there's no doubt, but he's a fucking piece of shit.
He was a Miami product, right?
Who cares?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Miami. He was with third late Greg.
May we never talk about him again. No, it's just the Brewers would honor him and put him up there, and he's garbage.
Right.
After the shit he pulled. And I don't care about his baseball career. It's trying to ruin a working man's life.
Okay, I got to do a little thing real quick to know where I'm going. You'll know.
I'm rocking flannel. It's my fashion statement.
Okay, just I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna be Ed here for a minute, and here's the thing I want to put out there to everybody. Okay, and it doesn't matter who. I'm gonna talk politics for a second. Doesn't matter who you want to vote for, who you're gonna vote for, but the one thing you have to remember, everybody. When someone says something about Kamala and her history of what she does, not because she's a woman, it's because she's running for president. So please stop saying it's because she's a woman. Please stop using what you don't want to be done as an excuse when you want to get out of something. Okay? So you can't say she's a woman. That's why she's getting picked on. So
no, it's equal. Everybody's equal.
Exactly. And that's what it is. She's running for president, and if she gets shit thrown at her, she better catch it or get out of the way.
But is she? Never mind.
No. What's the question?
I'm not going to get into it.
Well, no, you know what I'm saying. If
right.
I'll be honest, if African American running for president, and the same thing happened, they have to be treated as people running for president,
right?
And not everything. Some stuff is. Don't get me wrong, but not everything is about who you are.
Right.
It's about what you're going to do when you're in office,
right?
And that's important for people to remember. Don't make it all. And the problem is now. It's the big thing is now she's a woman, vote for her. That's all it is. There is no platform. It's she's a woman, vote for her. It's not even she's black. She's a woman, vote for her.
She's black?
That's what the new. Well, there's like Jamaica. It's like thing. Whatever. I'm not going to get into that. But she's a woman because
we need a 23andMe to figure it out.
I thought she was Asian.
She's she is.
Oh, you might be right. She's Jamaican and Asian. I think.
Yeah, I think
she's
part Indian or something. Gymnasian.
You're welcome.
That's awesome. Our first gymnasium president.
But I'm just saying, I don't care who you vote for. I don't care. Do what you got to do, but
don't vote for somebody just because she's a woman.
Well, no, not that, but not even don't. If when she gets picked on, because she's gonna get picked on.
She's already getting picked on.
She has to deal with it, and it is what it is. So
pull up your big boy pants.
Yeah, and I like I said, just
big girl pants. I don't know.
That's a poor excuse.
Well, Hillary had.
She
always wore pants.
Some people are going to attack her because of that, but it is whatever. So that was just something I thought of.
Well, it was only like a week ago where they were talking about she's dragging down the Biden administration. They got to figure a way to replace her.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And then they couldn't kill Trump, so Biden drops out.
So they killed Biden.
So they're taking out Biden instead.
They killed Biden metaphorically.
Way easier to get him. His head never turns.
It's funny you said that because it was rumored that he was dead for a while.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is how they tried it. It's just.
And then he was 6 inches taller when he came back.
That's just...
And his watch had the wrong time on.
Oh, and that could get like a little burned on one side of his. He's making mashed potato mountains over there.
And that could be, and just the watch being wrong could just be him setting his watch wrong. Let's be honest.
Right.
Let's just be honest.
Pretty.
I like it when it's 2:04.
That means ice cream. It's ice cream. 2:04. It's ice cream time. Ice cream. Ice cream.
Oh shit. Yeah. God rest his soul.
Nice.
Okay.
You're very good, Scott.
You're ugly.
My ugly is the NBA.
Jamasian.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So You're aware that they had their media rights.
Oh yeah, for the Amazon TNT thing.
Right.
Yep.
So I don't know if the NBA knows what match right clause means, but when you say, TNT, here's the offers that we've had. TNT, who's been your partner since 1989,
and gave you money probably when you were not as popular as you are now,
Right.
possibly.
right? Helped you out, So, they've been a good partner. They gave them a clause saying they can match any offer. So they matched Amazon's offer, and the NBA says, no, you're not. So, it just goes to show, I know it's a business. I know that, money, for sure, the NBA is all about money because they wouldn't be like in business.
You can finish talking. I'm just raising my hand when you're done.
Okay. In business with China, in business with Nike, Amazon now. So they're about the money. Scott, question.
Can't look.
Where are all these players complaining about having a pay service that people that can't afford to pay the pay service that they're always looking out for complaining? Why aren't the players kneeling at the flag for this?
Because they're getting.
I'm just asking.
Right.
It's a good question, right?
Right.
TNT's free, people.
Right.
You can find it for free.
Right. It's mostly included in basic cable.
Yeah,
Yes.
basic cable.
You can find it anywhere. Now you're not going to be able to watch games. What's going to happen? I don't understand their end game here, the NBA, because if I own a bar, I'm not buying Amazon Prime.
Nope.
I'm not kidding, because it's extra money. When you own a bar, you have to
For
pay
a bar,
extra.
yeah, it's different.
Right. Plus, I don't think you can you broadcast games from a bar through
If you
streaming service?
pay
You have to
extra.
pay.
Like there's like DirecTV, if you did that NFL package, it's like $20,000 or $10,000.
Hey, DirecTV, it worked out for them, didn't it?
Yeah, but I'm just saying different sport too.
Right.
Yeah.
Amazon, I mean, there's gonna be some games on ABC still and all that. They're not going away, but all those Tuesday night games and Wednesday night games and Thursday night games, they're gonna be Amazon Prime.
So the
It's
WNBA
insane.
is
It's crazy.
is
Right.
trying to get on free TV even.
Right.
So more games so they become more popular. And the NBA
It's
is trying to get off of free TV.
Well, TNT should throw almost half a bone over there, and
Giggity.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
but you know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
can't giggity yourself.
well, Tim said it, so I just added to him.
Tim said what?
You giggity, so I giggity on.
Yeah,
No.
absolutely.
I piggyback.
I'll let that one slide.
I piggybacked your giggity.
You can piggyback me anytime, Scott.
It's a lot of piggybacking going on.
Giggity.
He starts
Yeah,
to come and then he pulls out.
And obviously, giggity. Obviously being a basketball fan and growing up, like watching, inside the NBA and like, the rapport of those guys. It was like Tuesday nights, Thursday night for like primetime games. I can remember like coming home, or being at the bar and watching games, like whatever the game of the week was for TNT. And it's funny how like the NBA like values their partners, and it's just disappointing. I think just for the fact that, and I wonder too, like they have this clause, they matched it, and I don't. How does the NBA be able to say no? You know what I mean? Like you have a legal contract saying you can match any deal. Okay, we match it. No.
Well, I agree with you.
So
I think it's crazy. Maybe they see down the road and they see it's gonna be hard to get advertisers. So maybe they're like, well, let's go somewhere where it's paid, so we ain't got to worry about advertisers.
Right.
I mean, you're advertising, you still need advertisers, but not as many. And ESPN, like I said, ESPN's still going to carry games. ABC, correct? They're still part of the deal.
Yeah.
So
There's 3 outlets. So
TNT will get like, what is it? 30% of the games or 40 or something like that?
I don't know what they're getting.
Maybe
anymore.
half. It could be
Right.
half. I mean, there's Tuesdays and a lot of weeknight games. Except for Friday night games are on ABC. I know that. And weekends are ABC usually, but that is one good thing about that's happening. Mike Tirico will be calling basketball again.
Oh, nice.
I saw that for you. He'll be the head guy again.
That was my question. Okay.
Yes.
So I have no. We'll do this later.
Okay. So we good, Tim?
Yeah, that's it. That's
Good
my
one.
ugly.
You're ugly, Ed.
Mine is Seattle first round pick, Byron Murphy II. You guys seen this story yet?
No.
He has some significant explaining to do.
Lucy.
Defensive tackle for the Seattle Seahawks in the midst of getting ready for his first season. they posted a video of him coming out of the tunnel, running out, and to greet the fans and get to work. And they got some extra attention after a transgender adult star took to X and exposed him for not only dealing with a transgender, but owing her money. So head honcho, that's the transgender described. That's how she describes herself.
Was she at the final lunch in Paris?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Giggity.
Said Murphy blocked her off his and his fiance's page.
Ooh.
Because
He's got a fiance?
he owes her $15,000
for what?
So maybe this will get her attention. Head honcho.
Well,
said,
don't pay her under the table in New York. You're thrown in jail.
Yeah, that's 25 years to life.
Isn't that a wait?
So what she posted on there, and I'm guessing she means it was a dude originally, and then now it's I don't know. I can't figure these out.
Pronouns.
Yeah, well,
it says she, so she's a woman, so she might have been a man before.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it was
she's
a man.
She now.
Yeah, because it would be the current.
So a Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And she posted, he played games and played with the wrong one. He likes trans instead of paying. He want to go viral? Tag him, his fiance, and his team. To further her claim, she posted messages from Instagram showing him asking her for sexual things as recently as 5 days ago.
Probably sounded more like this, though. You can tag him, his fiance.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why you
Yeah.
why are you speaking like as a black woman?
You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Should have back and forth.
What's it? Trading places?
She could be Jamaican.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Mess with the wrong woman. Yeah.
Well, then, if she's gymnasian, she'd be laughing the whole time.
I am Optimus Prime.
He just tried to land this helicopter 2 nights ago.
I want you to use your Optimus Prime.
He was
pull up, black down. Never mind.
Oh, Jesus.
Use your Optimus Prime voice next time.
Yeah,
that's a great video. I am Optimus Prime.
I sent it again.
That girl.
Yeah.
I've never seen that one. Did I?
Shut up.
Yeah, you have. The girls at the table. The girl's like, oh,
I'm Kelly. I'm from UC Santa Barbara. And this bigger woman. I am Optimus Prime. Leave her in the Autobots.
I think my still Optimus Prime, my favorite video is from Robot Chicken when he gets prostate cancer. And he can't pee. So they're like, Autobots engage or whatever. He's like, hold on a second. He's like,
do they dock?
Trip. It's just like, it's awesome. Oh, shit. Byron Murphy II, he was Big 12 defensive lineman of the year last year.
Oh, he's from Texas.
Yeah.
That's even better.
Yeah, I guess. So probably in the line, you can't be out on the field like a wide receiver and a corner. Go at it.
Hey, Byron, change of training lately?
Looks like you're down 2 quarts of training fluid. Yeah, I mean, all the stupid jokes probably.
Right.
There's so many missed opportunities in those, like Trump with Target. I mean, that'd be great.
Okay, so me?
Yeah.
My ugly is the Olympics, and not because of what we make jokes about before. It was about just how every year they get this wrong, everything wrong. Facilities aren't great for the athletes. Once again, all the it's funny how all the people that make the top tier money in sports and everything are mostly very much, they tell you what things you should do a certain way, but they're the ones staying in fancy hotels over there and all this, while the just athletes that are amateurs are really amateur athletes are staying on cardboard beds.
Yep.
No air conditioning.
No air conditioning. Got to bring your own air conditioning.
Right.
Yeah, they're trying to bang on cardboard beds, and LeBron's on like a 9 foot long.
Well, all of them. You think of golfers? They're staying in probably nice houses. They're not. Tennis players. Coco Golf ain't staying in one of those places. No. So you don't have to. It's not just. It's all these players. They should all have to stay
there's
in
gotta be
dorms or normal hotels. They shouldn't get to stay where they want because it's unfair. Well, let's just say basketball. Let's put it in perspective. We'll talk about basketball because I'm sure they're staying nice. But what about a team that can't stay in a nice hotel?
Yeah.
They got to play them. And
Yeah,
not
I
saying
agree.
the same comfort and luxury. It's unfair.
I agree.
Right.
They should have to stay in the Olympic Village.
Coco
No
Gauff
question.
staying on a nice hotel, nice bed. The girl she's playing might not be. Well, most tennis players probably are, and over there are probably making decent.
Yeah, but
money,
doesn't Roland Garros have I thought they had like an on-site facility for.
So maybe they're staying there, and
Right.
Is that where they're playing Roland Garros?
as long as they're all staying the same and it's even,
Right.
I'm fine with that. That is fine.
Right, South Korea being introduced as North Korea, stuff like that.
The flag
And then,
upside down.
and then LeBron going, yeah, North Korea. Oh, my bad.
Did he really? No. Oh, I was gonna say, but the Olympic flag was raised upside down with the 2 circles on the top
Was it really?
Oh yeah.
Don't tread on us.
You all just to keep going. They already ran out of food because they wanted everybody to be eating vegan and vegetarian, so they were like kind of forcing it. Well, these people all need protein. They need eggs and chicken. First day, they've already run out of eggs and chicken. So I don't know what happened since.
Yeah.
And the other thing is,
Power outage.
I and not because it's LeBron, because I don't think Coco Gauff, amateur athletes should carry the flag into the
I
stadiums.
agree.
Coco Gauff and LeBron should not have been flag bearers. That's my honest opinion.
It's voted by the athletes.
I know it's a joke.
I'm sure the ballot said Papa LeBron,
Papa Coco,
Papa LeBron. What else do we call him? Sperm,
LaDouche,
and then Coco.
Yeah.
Who do you think should have carried the flag?
Amateurs.
One of the swimmers, or you know who? Simone Biles. No question.
Yeah,
because she's still an amateur, correct?
Yeah.
Well,
nobody's an amateur anymore, so it doesn't.
Diana Taurasi, the greatest women's Olympic basketball player, should have carried the flag. No,
she's a professional. I mean, they if they're doing it for a living and making money off of it.
I mean, I guess Simone Biles is though. That's why she ain't working.
Right.
I mean,
that's her job.
Let me change it. But she is working, but not in a factory.
Yeah.
Like some of these people. Well, I guess it's like 20 years ago in any sport, you had a day. These Olympians had day jobs and trained at night to become Olympians. It's totally different.
Right. A lot of these
which
guys,
I think is great. I think that's what they should go back to. I mean, the basketball's a little crazy because everybody's professional.
Yeah.
Tennis, same thing, but
isn't soccer like you have to be under 24?
Under 23.
23.
Yep.
Really?
You have to be under 23.
Why don't they do that for basketball?
I agree. That's what I said a few weeks ago. I totally think that's what it should be everywhere.
You remember everybody talks about the dream team and they compare these two like these.
Oh, that was going to be my I was going to bring that up. Like, I don't want to hear that bullshit again. You fucking beat South Sudan by 1 fucking point, and you think you're the best basketball team ever assembled.
And here's the other thing: who was the oldest player on that dream team?
Larry Bird.
Yep, 35.
Right.
3 players on the starting lineup today were older than 35.
Yep.
Yeah,
39, 37, and 35.
I think the 96th Olympic team was better than this team.
Yeah. They struggled a little bit today. I mean,
so let's talk about the Olympics.
Yeah, let's just go right into that.
Well, I got a question. Did anybody see why I saw it? I didn't read the article. Why no SGA and no Tatum today? What was the reasoning behind that?
No Tatum and SGA's on a Canadian team.
I mean, not SGA, as Tatum and
because they were banging on the cardboard beds. Got them each a couple of skateboarders.
Tatum trying to get some brothers and sisters for his little boy.
Tatum did not play. I know that for sure.
He didn't yet. Somebody else did.
And Kerr did.
Somebody else. One of the other big. Was it SGA?
Maybe Tatum didn't get his eggs and chicken.
Men's
Is that what he eats? Oh yeah.
Men's Olympics. Let's see what it says. I'm sorry. I messed up with SGA. So
well, Jaylen Brown didn't score at all either.
I just got that. So yeah, I'm like, wait a minute.
I don't know why. I don't know who else. Can I see box score? Men's basketball. Sorry. Let me click men's basketball and click the team.
Matt Shaw's a 2023 draft pick. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and Cam Smith
and Howard's the one that you said that is the one that's terrible, right? He got traded.
Yeah, so we're looking at the Cubs draft picks here recently, and you got Horton, Ed Howard can't even get out of A ball.
He just got traded, didn't he?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's from Chicago too. I've seen him play before, and he doesn't look like he should be. I mean, I seen him playing with Triantos was at second. He was at short. He doesn't look nearly as good as those guys, especially with Jefferson Rojas down there. He's legit. He's legit. We saw him that one day. Wasn't it Rojas we saw? He hit some piss missiles, man.
Yeah, he's the one that came out of nowhere, right?
And the ball jumps off his bat. Yeah. We still looking for who didn't play today?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. I know for sure Tatum didn't play, and I want to see what
Jason Tatum, who was better than Scottie Pippen.
Yeah. I want to see what they said about it, because I know that Kerr had said something. They asked Kerr why he didn't play.
Yeah, there were two guys that didn't play.
Yeah, Kerr explains why Tatum didn't play in opener. He'll make his mark, the Warriors coach said. I went with combinations I felt would make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
Leave Durant in there for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Then they're like, "Oh, LeBron carried the team." It's like,
Halliburton.
Yeah, Halliburton. Yep, you're right.
Didn't play. That's why. I don't know.
And I saw a lady right behind the bench wearing a Halliburton shirt, and it's like, I didn't even know he's on the team. I didn't see him come out.
Fox News says USA Basketball Steve Kerr takes blame for not playing Jason Tatum. I feel like an idiot.
What did he just forget?
How many guys they got?
Forget about him.
Was there 12 or 10?
12 guys, yeah. And that's the whole thing. Like, did White get minutes over Jason Tatum?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw him throw up a brick. He threw up a brick and hit like right where the rim hits the backboard and just kind of like stuck there and came out.
Well, I guess he's taking blame for it, but I don't know. I mean, could he just be covering for him? Maybe he went out and got drunk last night. I don't know.
12 players.
Hey, Halliburton's from Wisconsin. He's tied him on before.
Yeah, Halliburton's hurt. Like, I would be surprised if he played a lot. Halliburton.
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
You know.
Why take him then?
Yeah,
one of those guys.
Could have took Jaylen Brown.
Just. I mean, he could have sat the bench next to Tatum, kept him company.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, remember we won that championship?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
What ring size are you?
Hey, buddy.
Right.
That's what I picture him sounding like when he doesn't have the beard. When he's got that beard, it's like, yeah.
This metal's heavy.
Yeah. Did you see what Grant Hill said about Jaylen Brown to be a conspiracy theorist because he's not on the team?
Yeah. What did he say?
He said Jaylen Brown's a conspiracy theorist.
Who said it?
Grant Hill.
Oh.
Grant Hill's too
well.
smart.
Grant Hill is running it, so that's
Right.
why he's in charge. He's the GM or what do you want to call it of the whole team.
Right.
I mean, what was this theory? What was Jaylen Brown's theory? Why did he say? What was his reason for not being on the team?
Because of his issues with Nike.
That's possible.
It's very possible. I mean, Michael Jordan kept Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, maybe
away.
Maybe China was pissed.
Yeah, but Jordan didn't like Isaiah Thomas. It's not like
but there's
question.
Yeah. Well, Nike owns the NBA basically. We know that.
Right.
Overall.
Right. Plus two, like remember, like you've got 12 mostly alpha males. There was concern, Jaylen Brown's been questioned. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like a lot of NBA scouts were very afraid of Jaylen Brown for being too smart. Like, you know how smart he is? He's done like NASA internships. He's taught classes at MIT. I think he graduated college in like 3 years. I mean, it's super, super smart.
So that was his real voice I did.
Yeah.
That was my Urkel voice. Did I do that?
So there was concerns. The reason is that there's concerns about chemistry on that team with Brown being there over White.
Well, and then two teammates. You wouldn't want to put two teammates on the same team.
Well, White and
AD and LeBron.
Well, there's 3 Celtics on the team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
White.
Right.
Tatum.
Bam.
No, who's the third
Who's the
one?
other guy? Yeah.
Xbox Holiday.
Oh yeah, Holiday.
Holiday's
yeah,
on
that's
the
right.
team too, yeah.
Right.
It's the whole Celtics team.
Right.
And to be honest, I loved Holiday. I love Holiday's game, but Brown should be there over Holiday.
Yeah, I don't know.
Brown should be there over Holiday?
Yeah. Brown's one of the top players in the NBA. I really believe it.
Oh, Brown, yes, absolutely.
Over Holiday. I mean, that was weird. That's kind of was weirder to me when, and I like Holiday. I'm not saying whatever. Good for him. I mean, cool. Good for him.
What a dick. His kids had to move schools.
Yeah. That was his wife complaining.
I know.
She's mad. She had a fucking pack.
Got to pick up all my jewelry.
Right.
I don't know. The Olympics thing, I mean, just.
There's a lot of politics.
Stop. She had a pack?
Right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of politics in picking any team, basically, because, you gotta have chemistry. You gotta have guys that want to play together. You can't have too many alpha players at the ball at the end of the game. So
When you got a guy like Holiday can play D.
Yeah, Holiday's a great Olympic player.
He's a team player,
right? So I mean, yeah, I understand parts of it. I think it's just a combination of things. I think Nike did have some involvement in it. I think the misunderstanding of who Jaylen Brown is as a person, like being too smart, and then chemistry issues. So I didn't think so. Should have been on the team because he wasn't fully healthy. I don't think Durant should have been on the team because he was
the best player today.
Yeah. So I was wrong about that. So,
and he's banging
Angel Reese.
So
right,
I'm not a fan of her, but man, yeah, I'm a fan of Durant's now.
The U.S. leading medal count, they got 12 right now. Japan and Australia have four golds, and USA.
Hey,
Kazakhstan's in the top few. I think I got 2 medals.
Kazakhstan has 3.
Is Russia still
killing it?
Is Russia eligible for the Olympics?
No,
still,
because they attacked Ukraine.
Oh, okay.
Because all the Olympians,
Israel's still in.
all the Olympians attacked Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
The people that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You're going to be punished. Well, like I said, isn't Israel in a war right now? I mean, in fact, in probably the next 2 days, we just got a warning to move all of our people out of Lebanon because Israel's going to attack Lebanon now. It's going to be like their third country.
The other day, that on it.
Yeah.
10 to 20-year-old, 10 people died.
Yeah, and they're going into Lebanon.
People don't understand war is supposed to be you just blow up ammunition places and bases and stuff. You're not supposed to shit, but
in this day and age,
war isn't good either way.
Everybody's so soft now. You blow up a couple kids on a soccer field, and everybody gets upset. World War II, we were bombing the shit out of. We were carpet bombing.
Well, I mean, now I've seen about 3 articles from your boy, the sex offender that.
My boy.
Yeah, who was the dude that got on the Swedish?
Oh yeah, whatever happened with that?
He's going to the Olympics, and people are outraged.
Oh yeah, that was my bad a few weeks ago. Or ugly. Yeah,
wow.
Which he's from Britain, but I think Netherlands. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
No, I can't remember his name. It was like Gustav Engelberg or something.
Gustav Goody Toucher.
Diddler.
Probably Jamaican.
Gustav Diddler.
He's probably Jamaican too.
Yeah. Gymnasium. That's great.
We're
gonna run that right in the ground.
Yeah. Kayla Ducky, I think, was surprising. She came in. She got a bronze of surprise, a distant bronze too in her first race.
Really?
I mean, she holds a record in the 800 and 1500, and that was one of the 400. So.
Oh yeah, she's long distance.
Yeah. So her days are coming. I'm guessing.
Man, her body is crazy looking. How she's looks like a pyramid.
They
upside.
all do. It's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
Isn't she like 38 too?
She's older. Yeah.
Yeah, the girls are out there. It's like it's hard to even look at them because they don't even look right. It's like the way they're built is weird.
Yeah, because they're all shoulders and they have no hips.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And if they do have boobs, they're strapped down so for resistance. They are. I'm just saying.
Like drag queens?
They push them up.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
anything else about the Olympics?
I got nothing else. You got anything else?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of stuff.
Oh, go ahead.
Let's hear it.
I don't know did you guys watch the opening ceremonies? I mean, I don't want to get too far into it because it's been talked about so much. But
conspiracy theories.
Did you guys see the best one? When you're seeing all that stuff, did you guys see that French Ed Sheeran that looked like a Smurf?
No.
It's like a blue Smurf guy crawling around like all sexy or something.
Oh yeah, he was the one on the table.
Yeah. And then they had behind him was like that the Last Supper with the transgenders, the with the French Lizzo as Jesus in the center.
Yeah,
She looked just like Lizzo.
The Greeks dressed up as women, and it was supposed to be an interpretation of a Greek.
But the guy said it was the Last Supper behind him, and he used the Greek guy.
Oh, it was identical. I looked at the pictures.
Yeah.
Then the beheaded woman in the window. Did you see that one?
Mary. It's Mary. What's her name? That's
Marie Antoinette.
Mary Antoinette. Yeah.
Yeah. They're celebrating France's rich history of assassinating political figures. Hey, look at us! We killed another.
Maybe it was them that went after Trump.
Yeah, right. They're good at it.
Yeah, they missed too. So I mean,
we.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind diversity.
Sacre bleu!
Do we have to openly support insanity? Did you guys watch then the torch lighting? Holy shit! Half the participants carrying the torch were missing limbs or in wheelchairs.
Snoop Dogg was there, so he's got a good torch.
No, I'm there when they're running down the Champs-Élysées, because it also has the handicapped Olympics too, the Paralympics.
Paralympics. They're doing it at the same time.
Yeah, they must be, because all these people had like blades on their feet and pushing in wheelchairs.
You think they sleep in cardboard beds?
Probably not. I'm like, man, that's a lot of people missing limbs. Germany must have bombed the fuck out of those guys. Jesus Christ. Even 3 generations later, people are being born with blown off limbs. No, maybe they buried millions of landmines around the high school running tracks or something. I don't know. Either way, looked like they were all calendar models for the Ukrainian army. Too soon. That's way too soon. Sorry. I don't know. How competitive is fencing over there that people are losing limbs? Off with your leg. No, it's just a flesh wound.
Just a scratch.
Just a scratch. Well, let's call it a draw. That's the best part. He's missing all 4 his arms and legs. Let's call it a draw. You don't know what we're talking about, do you?
No.
Monty Python, the Holy Grail.
Oh yeah. I know.
He's chopping the guy's arms off. Tis a scratch. Jumping around. He's fighting him with the other one. Then he starts running into him after both his arms are cut off. Then the guy cuts both his legs off. Let's call it a draw.
I think I've seen parts of the Holy Grail, but not all.
No, Life of Brian's the one to see.
Is it?
I love the Life of Brian. Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. That's the one where they talk about. I'll just let you watch it. It's funny as shit.
Hey, speaking of movies, before I forget, anyone want to go see Deadpool and Wolverine?
I'm going to see it this weekend, I think, with Jason Cleveland.
You guys, you're already back on the road again?
Yeah.
Are you Willie Nelson?
Leaving on Wednesday. We're leaving on Thursday.
What are you,
back Saturday.
Rick Beasley?
Yeah.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
That's all I had on the Olympics.
Yeah,
I mean, it's still early. How many days is it? Like, we got a whole nother week, right?
Yeah.
It goes through all through next
It goes
week.
to the 10th, I think.
Yeah.
Right? 10th?
It's like
Sound
2
right?
weeks.
Yeah, because women's golf doesn't start till the 7th.
Yeah, so I think it's the closing ceremony. It's the 10th, or it's a Sunday, I think, closing ceremony. So whatever that is. Oh, 10th, yeah. Or 11th, maybe 11th even. So let's talk NFL camps opened up across the league. Hall of Fame is this weekend, which I will be there with the Dumpster Kid. So it should be interesting. The 2 contracts we talked about earlier, Tua Tagovailoa and Jordan Love both received deals. Jordan Little higher, which makes him the richest quarterback to date.
Well, he earned it.
I think the funny thing with the Packers, though, it kind of shows what the Packers, their front office is they're just dumb. They not with the money. It's funny with Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre, they were the hammer, and the players were the nail. Jordan Love was the hammer this time, and they got cornered, and they had to, and it's right, they had to sign him, but he said,
well, because
we talked about a deal all last year, nothing happened. I played good. Let's talk. We had all offseason talk about a deal. You don't want to talk to me about a deal. Oh, I'm not coming in, and I have no problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. Oh, yeah. Well, that's I'm defending him. I think he did right. He's perfectly right what he did.
Absolutely.
The Packers could have signed him.
But it's a different situation.
After the new cap came out, they could have signed him.
Yeah, but they had a quarterback when Rodgers was there, and they had a quarterback when Favre was there.
Well, that's what I mean.
That's
why they were the nail, and the Packers were the hammer.
Yeah.
This time it was reversed. They were in a different situation this time.
Yeah, plus all these players getting sign all these crazy contract, not crazy, but market value contracts.
Yeah.
I don't even call it like. I think what did it for them was Jacksonville quarterback with the long hair,
Trevor
Lawrence. I think he got overpaid because he hasn't done shit.
No, I agree.
You know?
I mean, he's good, but he's not.
You look at the numbers against Daniel Jones; they're fucking identical. And then people and the Giants are getting ripped for paying Daniel Jones $40 million a year. Trevor Lawrence hasn't been any better.
No.
So, and then Tua getting probably the best thing that happened, though, honestly, that saved a long hold in was Tua getting signed. Once Tua got signed, then it was easy to come up with the contract. So,
Tua's I mean, that contract's. I mean, like you said, it's a going rate, but man, he's got scrambled eggs for brains. You know.
What about Jalen Hurts too? Like, you know, I think both those smaller quarterbacks, I don't believe in them. So, my personal opinion.
Well, they're both good. I mean, they're
Right.
just. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if Tua can go. Do you think Tua can go to another system? Where else can Tua go? He's got to have good receivers around him, and he's got to have a good offensive line.
We probably said that about Mahomes 3 years ago too. It's like, once he lost Tyreek Hill, he's going to be a bum.
Yeah, but they've changed their offensive philosophy.
Yeah.
So
McDaniel's a genius.
McDaniels.
Yeah. Tua.
Coach Creepy 2.0.
Coach Creepy.
Yeah.
Are we taking accountability here? Do you ever see some of his sound bites? Yeah. But
I don't know. That's a huge risk, but I mean, you're forced into it. They've got the same problem.
Right.
You have to pay him.
But
but he's one hit. I mean, obviously they're all one hit away. Yeah,
right.
but he's a half a hit away from.
But I mean, to be honest, like, and not to, it's going to sound like I'm making, well, to be honest, I feel better about Love's deal than I would about Trevor Lawrence or Tua's deal. Because again, even though Love had a good half a year, he sat for 3 years.
Yeah.
You know, he did it like how they used to do it. I mean, I'm trying not to sound like the old man in the room, like get off my grass and shit. But, you know, there's something to be said, like sitting behind a Hall of Fame quarterback and learning the game, learning like little nuances. And, you know, when you show up to.
Well, and that's the difference too. I think you will agree, both of you. He could not have started in year one.
No.
He was terrible.
Oh, he couldn't have started in probably year two.
He was terrible.
Right.
They showed video. He was god awful.
Right.
Like people, like I know guys like Jeff Jankowski.
Right.
He went to family night like the first year, and he was trying to do a drop in the bucket throw like Rodgers do, which is very. Not a lot of people do that. That little dent in the corner. He said he was like overthrowing in the stand. It was terrible. He said like, it was bad.
Right.
But the 3 years,
right?
Yeah,
you can get better. That's what it's there. You get the reps. You do side work. You do things.
They looked for the guy they wanted, and and he probably wasn't like the talent ready at that time. They're like, well, and it worked out for him. It just so far
they got lucky.
I agree.
Right.
They picked a guy that was pretty much. They moved up, took a chance on a guy that they.
It's kind of the same thing that the Chiefs did. I mean, you know, Mahomes wasn't a highly regarded prospect going into his senior year at Texas Tech. So, I mean, you know, smaller program, well-liked, athletic kid.
Yeah, smart.
You know, it's what these guys are looking for quarterbacks these years for. So,
and he sat for a year or two.
How many quarterbacks?
And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. And he had a great mentor as well.
Alex Smith was all about. Yeah,
we've talked about this at work before, and it's how many quarterbacks that are the same or better than some of these guys just don't make it because they don't get the chance at the right time. They don't get to sit behind a Hall of Fame quarterback for 3 years and learn. It just doesn't work out. Tom Brady,
Kurt Warner.
Tom Brady is the same thing. Yeah, Tom Brady was a luck of the draw. He probably should have played one game. They go, okay, he's not set for. Everything worked out perfect for him.
Right.
You know, he got a chance to play and he ran with it.
Right.
But he was a third or fourth string quarterback coming in. He probably shouldn't even have got a chance. It was just luck. It was all luck.
Right. And a lot of it too is different game back then too. You know what I mean? Like, because they were practicing all the time and he got reps. Like now.
But they just throw those guys away. These third string quarterbacks and backup quarterbacks.
Right.
It's just right place, the right time, man.
Well, look
a
at
lot of it.
Look at the 49ers quarterback.
That's another Purdy, just luck of the draw.
Yeah, but Purdy, again, a smart kid.
They had no idea he was going to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. They didn't draft him to be a starting quarterback. They drafted him to be like a third string quarterback.
So what does that say? Is that Shanahan's system or is it Purdy's talent?
That's Shanahan.
But his talent works perfect for Shanahan's system,
So why didn't Trey?
Not a Shanahan, not the type of guy.
Okay.
But
not a pocket passer.
We talked about that when he was drafted.
He's
Why
not a
did they
thrower.
move up to pick him?
I think that was a John Lynch fuck up because I don't think I guarantee Shanahan did not want it.
Do you remember we sat around and talked? We're like, what are they doing?
Right.
He doesn't fit the system.
I think he was forced to take it.
Yeah,
I really do. And
how lucky for the football gods to look down on that franchise and bail them out.
Yeah.
I mean, think about the draft equity they gave up for him. And they're still like Super Bowl favorites for this year.
Then they turn around and give him more draft equity for Christian McCaffrey 2 years later.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's a piece they needed. Obviously, and it worked. Right. I have been watching two shows. I watch Receiver. That's a very good on Netflix if you can.
That's what my brother said. It's awesome.
It's awesome. It's pretty surprising some of the stuff.
I heard Jefferson's pretty
Jefferson's awesome.
Down to earth, like he doesn't want
Debo's George Kittle might be one of my favorite NFL players.
Yeah.
Hands down. Watch it just for him. You'll be like, this dude is awesome. He's incredible, the guy.
Tight end, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's incredible. Some of the stuff he goes, he just some of the stuff he says, he's just off the wall. He's just kind of a nut job that loves football.
Yeah, he's a nut.
Yeah, he's not a guy that doesn't seem like he just wants to play football.
Yeah,
and
he
win.
doesn't care about anything.
I don't care. I don't care if I score touchdowns. I don't care what I do. I'm here I want to win football games. It's he said, but I want to win football games.
We better be getting all Fuck Dallas t-shirts for Christmas then.
Yeah, that was sweet. Yeah, he showed that up. They showed that episode.
Yeah.
He got fined for that too.
Yeah.
The guy that was kind of the most off-putting to me.
Wait. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna say Amon Ra.
Devontae Adams.
Oh yeah, him too. That was the other
by
one.
far. He just complains and bitches the whole time on the sidelines, and he got better as a winner because I think he figured out I'm on TV. Amon St. Brown is just kind of he's
nuts,
laser focused.
He
wants to play football. He's chip on his shoulder.
Obsessed.
He knows every single player drafted ahead of him.
That's awesome.
He has it on a notebook. He looks at every single
I
day.
think it's crazy.
No,
I mean, why do you care if he was drafted like 7th round or something?
That's Mamba mentality.
Yes,
there.
it is, and he's better. He's better than 10 of those guys.
Yeah,
if not 11.
Yeah,
because Jamar Chase was before him.
And Puka Nacua doesn't do that. I mean, it's like, and he had 20 guys drafted ahead of him.
Yeah, I don't have nothing wrong. I don't have no problem with that. What he does about St. Brown. It's
obsess over something from when you were in high school or little league or whatever.
Well, no, that's when he got drafted.
Same thing. I mean, it's 10 years ago or whatever now.
3 years ago.
Just to worry about what these other guys are doing.
And he's undersized. And
right. He went to USC, right?
Yes. Yeah. Because he when Notre Dame played USC,
it was brother.
Who's the player on the Lions that went to Notre Dame? I don't know. Who's a player on went to Notre Dame and they made a bet, and the bet was if USC lost, he had to wear a leprechaun uniform in the post-game interview. He put him a whole leprechaun uniform. He's getting interviewed in it.
Oh, that's right.
It was hilarious.
Wait, can you explain your outfit? Lost a bet. Next question.
It was hilarious, dude. He was so pissed. Yeah. But he was laughing about it. He was having fun with it.
Who was the first wide receiver drafted in that draft?
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's not better than him.
No. He gave the list, and I would say he's better than at least 11 of them. At least.
And they all play on shitty teams. So I mean, I guess he could have been a good player on a shit team.
Yeah. I don't know.
Now he's a good player on a great team. Pretty much, they're going to be a great team.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
I guess that worked out for him.
I liked him on the thing. And I liked Adams too. He's cool. He's funny. He's they're all good guys. Just Adams, I had frustration more because the whole.
Well, he complains about. He doesn't care if they win or lose. He wants the ball more.
Yeah, and he never really. It was weird. He kind of like Garoppolo got benched, and he actually said out. They asked him, "What did you think when that happened? When O'Connell got a job?" He goes, "I gave my approval." He said, "We had to do a different thing. I love Jimmy, but." Blah, blah. But he never, ever, which I thought was out there since he could have, because during the show he got fired, Josh McDaniel. He never said anything bad about Josh. He said nothing bad about him. He seemed like he liked him. He seemed like it's just, he said it got stale a little bit because we did the same thing every day. I'm like, well.
Who's that?
McDaniel. Devontae Adams didn't say a word about him. He had no problem saying things about other people. But he never said a thing about Josh McDaniel, which I thought he'd be easy to say something about him when he got fired. He'd be like, okay, I can say what I want about him now because he didn't. I was kind of surprised. I mean, he just said it got stale and it was like, and I'm like, same thing every day. I'm like, well, you guys are people that have to perform. And then they hired Antonio Pierce, the greatest thing ever. They won 3 in a row, and then they lost like 4 in a row. So
Right.
nothing changed.
Yeah.
It's the same team. You guys are so you played better for 3 games for a guy, and they played some games against shitty teams too,
Right.
which they won close ones. But it's interesting. But the other show that was awesome. It's very good. And Netflix is doing now another season of an extra season they did this year, the off season with the Giants.
Oh my God, they're getting roasted.
And going through the draft it's incredible to watch and learn and just understand how football really works.
Right.
When next time, I'll never ever say when someone gets traded, go, why didn't the Bears go after that guy? Because Dan Morgan is the GM of ex-player of the Panthers.
Right.
He was a player when what's his name? The Giants GM. I can't remember his name. Been watching it for weeks. Was there as like a lower tier office guy. Or
George
scout.
Young?
No, Joe something.
Okay.
Joe Sheen. Joe Sheen or something like that. Yeah. And they're sitting at Senior Bowl. Dan Morgan's GM. He goes, "What not give me for Brian Burns?" They're buddies. That's how that trade happened. Nobody else knew about it. That's how the trade happened. They just, and then a couple weeks later, he works out the deal because he was joking around. Why don't you give me 2 number ones? And he goes, and he's looking at them, nah. And they were joking. He goes, are you seriously looking at the deal? And he goes, do you mind any offer? 2 weeks later, deal was done.
Yeah.
So Packers didn't called up and asked if they want to offer the same thing. The Bears didn't. Nobody else got offered. It's that's why you see a lot of teams trade with the same teams.
Right.
I think you see that a lot in the NFL. Like they stay in the same. Oh, the so and so trade with this team again, or it's like buddy. It's like weird. It's almost like
it's weird.
You don't let players collude.
But the owners all.
But shouldn't the team have to go? Okay, the Giants have offered us this. Does anybody else want to throw it out there? You got a day to offer us the same thing.
Well, they should.
I guess you want to put a trade
to get the best offer.
Right. Yeah.
And then Dallas can say, well, we'll match that offer. And they'll go, nah.
Well, I mean, you could say no. Well, and it'd be a stipulation, whole thing. I mean, no individual trades for sure. You can't be part of it. So the Giants aren't, the Carolina can't.
So maybe the Giants in Pittsburgh always heals.
Well,
yeah, same family.
Yeah. Right. So, it's funny. I mean, it's interesting though. It's cool how they go through the scouting.
Right.
It's pretty interesting to see. Actually, I thought it was the best one I've watched.
Really?
By far. It was cool because just to see the inner workings of how it works in the off season.
What park is that?
And the players and all that.
That's Quad Cities, isn't it?
Yeah, it could be, yeah.
It's got the bridge right next to it.
Yeah. So
that's Quad Cities if the bridge is right next to it.
So if you get a chance to watch Receiver, watch it. If you get a chance to watch New York, the Giants Hard Knocks off season is called or something like that, watch that also.
Yeah, QC.
They're both very good. So if you get a chance, watch them.
Here are the receivers drafted before Amon St. Rod.
Okay.
Jamar Chase.
He's better.
Jalen Waddle.
Same.
Devontae Smith.
Oh, he's pretty good
Same.
too.
I take Amon St. Brown because he goes over the middle and gets a lot of balls.
Yeah.
He catches a lot.
Yeah, but it's similar.
This one should be easy. Kadarius Toney.
No.
Oh man, he was supposed to be a star.
So that's one guy that we would say no for sure.
Right. Rashad Bateman.
No.
He's not better.
Not at this point.
That was a Ravens guy, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's decent, but not as good as Amon St. Brown. I would say that.
Elijah Moore.
No.
Rondale Moore.
No.
That's the guy from
and these
Arizona.
guys, and now Rondale Moore, the last 3 guys named have been pretty decent receivers, but they're not.
Didn't Rondale Moore get traded to Baltimore?
After he went to the Cardinals, right, to start?
He's on the Cardinals. Yeah, I don't know where he went since then.
The guy that got traded to the Ravens, though, was the guy that wanted to leave with the nickname.
Gotcha.
What was his name?
What's that?
Hollywood. Yeah, Hollywood
Brown.
Right. Yeah.
Dwayne Eskridge.
I don't even know what that is.
I'll say no to him, right?
He was drafted by the Seahawks.
Okay.
Round 2. Tutu Atwell.
Tutu. Yeah, that was the Rams. Yeah.
He's decent, but yeah.
Terrence Marshall.
Mm-hmm. No. I'd be pissed too if I was fucking Amon St. Brown.
Josh Palmer.
No,
he's with the Chargers.
Yeah.
Is he one of the guys that dropped 800 passes last year, Packer game?
No, it's Keenan Allen.
Yeah, Keenan.
He had too bad. He had 2 touchdowns.
I know.
Diami Brown.
Diamino.
Right. Amari Rogers.
No, it's Packers.
Oh, yeah, no.
Right.
I had to think. I thought Amari Cooper. I'm thinking him. I'm like, what?
Nico Collins.
He might be better even. Why isn't he bitching? Look at how far back he was.
But he's only had one good year, right? Nico
That
Collins
was really good
Right,
year.
last year.
No, he's had 2 good years.
Amon St. Brown had over 100 catches, 1,500 yards last year.
Yeah, he had a great year.
Anthony Schwartz.
I don't know who that is.
So I didn't count Nico Collins. Also, you can say
No,
Nico
I'd
Collins is
say
better.
yeah.
That's fine.
I'd say he's up there, at least real
Yeah.
close.
Fitzpatrick.
Okay, just keep going here. Don't waste our time on that guy.
And that's it. Those are the
So,
guys drafted. with
12
second.
guys that he's better than.
Yep.
Yeah.
And two guys were equal. And we'll say Nico and Jamar Chase are better.
Right.
So only 2 guys are equal. So
Yeah.
and I get it, drafts. And I have no problem. It's how you motivate yourself.
Why didn't he blame the Lions for not taking him in the first round then? It's just crazy.
I think that's missing the point here.
I understand what he's doing. It's like when you post that thing on Dallas says we suck.
Yeah.
Look at what Dallas says.
And I kind of he's got his attitude from his dad though, because his dad was the bodybuilder.
Yeah.
And his dad, they used to
he
used to work out every single day.
Yeah, he'd throw balls at those kids
Their whole life.
Yeah.
Christmas, they show videos of Christmas Day. They're working out in the park.
we used to play football Christmas the day before Christmas.
Yeah. But it's funny. He knows 2 languages. His mom is German. She speaks German. He speaks fluent German to her. They both do. The whole family does. Because she made them learn German.
Right.
And I think he speaks another language. He said 2 and a.
Yeah, I thought he speaks 3
So
languages.
he's a very smart kid.
Isn't there 3 brothers that he's got 2 other brothers that played in the NFL too?
Equanimus played for the Bears and Packers.
Right.
And then that's it. The other guy didn't play for the football.
He didn't?
No, the St. Brown, his name, he might have, but it was a weird name.
Right.
the dad's crazy guy.
Yeah, they're all named after gods, Greek gods.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe so.
Yeah.
And his it's cool. I like him. Like I said, they're all the receivers don't seem as great. Like Devontae had his moments, but Justin Jefferson is legit. He's funny. He's a pretty funny dude. But George Kittle, you have to watch it for him.
Yeah.
So he is
awesome.
Gronk essentially, or
No, he's smarter.
well, that
He don't come. He don't.
Okay,
play,
he went to Iowa.
He don't play. No,
he's from Wisconsin.
He don't play. I don't think Gronk's dummy. I think Gronk's likes playing the dummy.
Yeah.
He don't play
he's
a
gonna
dummy. He's just very like he's sitting there one time and he goes, oh, like he said something like he got pounded. He got hit hard.
Who did?
Kittle. He goes, oh, that hurt. I couldn't breathe for a minute. Football's awesome, isn't it? he just dude sit next to him. But Devontae Adams, give him credit. I'll tell you right now, these receivers, we like to give them shit how they play through a lot of shit, these dudes.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams had like Kirk Cousins moment. He comes over and goes, he played 2 games last year where he couldn't extend his arms, but he had kept all the balls like this. If he went like this, it feel like his arm was falling off. He played,
Adams did?
Yes.
Ooh.
Because he something to his shoulder. But
that's what killed my fantasy
and you know what?
chances.
He kept playing on a team that he probably didn't have to play. He could have sat down. So all those guys, not one of those guys, only guy that did something that was funny, I laughed, which I agree with. Amon St. Brown was running. He got a big gain. He got out of bounds for a first down, but before he got or slid down, Marvin Harrison style. He goes to sidelines and his coach is Antoine Randall.
Oh yeah.
He goes, "You slide?" He goes, "Yeah." And he just came off injury. He's like, "Yeah, longevity." He goes, "I got the first down." He goes, "Yeah, but yeah, okay." It was funny because I agree with him sliding down. I'm like,
right,
dude, there was 3 guys like around him. He was gonna get pounded. But the playoffs, it's funny. You watch it. They got to the playoffs,
right,
and there was 3 guys around him.
Oh, he just put his head down.
Dude, he said he tried to fight for you.
He's nuts.
So but George Kittle is worth the price of admission for that show. It really is. If you get a chance, watch. Ask Eric about George Kittle next time we talk to him. George Kittle is. He said he watched.
Kittle will be retired by the time we talk to Eric again.
No, Critter said you watched it. Right?
Oh, my brother.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you meant Bradley.
Critter's
I was
been,
like,
Critter's been watching it.
Yeah.
Ask him about George Kittle.
Oh yeah,
Cooter
he says Kittle's crazy.
Cooter?
He's like just a kid in a candy store.
He's great. You probably can look up on Netflix, look on TikToks or Reels or probably a bunch of clips of his. He's awesome.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend played basketball at Iowa.
Nice.
She was a 4-year starter or played 4 years at Iowa.
Oh, she was before Kate.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm sorry, I took a lot of time
That's
talking
right.
about that, but it's good. It's a good show.
right.
If you get a chance, watch it.
Yeah, I love watching these real. I love social media now that they're watching like training camps and stuff because it's like because you follow like the NFC North and it's like, oh my God, Jay McCarthy had the best practice ever. There's no fucking pads on. You know what I mean? Like, and then like Williams had the worst practice ever. He had like 7 straight interceptions and they benched him. Nothing in the media, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it how who's the guy that they Darnold.
Sam
right?
Darnold.
Sam Darnold. Oh, Sam Darnold had a fuck. There's no way he's losing the starting.
They have been raving over him.
Yeah.
Well, with the right coach, I mean, I like the coach, Kevin O'Connor.
I like
it,
O'Connor,
man. You got
yeah.
Justin Jefferson healthy,
right?
And you got the tight end, from the Lions.
Oh, you got
Hawkinson.
Hawkinson. You got Jordan Addison.
They have.
If Addison's not drunk,
Jesus Christ!
I'm just
again.
not. Who's their back this year? Did they sign somebody?
Or they drafted.
Oh, the kid from I know what you're talking about. He's supposed to be pretty good
Yeah.
too. But I can't remember his name.
The only thing worse those are when you watch like the Badgers feed or whatever. It's like we got a 14-year-old coming in 5 years. That's going to be the.
Well, they
it's
did.
like,
They had a
really?
17. The freshman.
Calm
Where
down.
did Where did the Wisconsin back go to? Did he go to the Jets? Brandon Allen.
I think might have.
Right. Getting back to sorry, I didn't mean to segue. Getting back to the Vikings, they scare me because
I think their flaws gonna be their defensive backfield.
I'm not talking. I'm not talking
lost the cornerback.
I'm not
which
talking
sucks.
this year. They had a good draft. Yeah, losing that cornerback sucks.
Yeah.
But they're gonna be like, I have $120 million to spend next year in free agency. So I mean,
Yeah. If they can get kind of like the Bears type of thing, if they can
I
get
think the
shit
Bears next year are
straightened
gonna
out.
have like 110 again next year.
Are
the
they
Bears.
really?
Yeah, it's something. I don't know how.
Because like
that division's
you have
gonna
to
be
spend
tough,
a floor,
man.
right? You have to spend you have to.
Yeah, it's not like baseball. You can't just put your money in your pocket like the A's and go, okay, we're good.
Right.
We're
Well,
gonna
speaking of the A's, I have something to talk about.
But I
with
think
that,
you have to
too.
spend like we talk about like 90% or 95% of your cap or something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember what
Has
the
to be
percentage
on the books or something.
Yeah, it could have been 80 or 90. Yeah, it's got to be. You
Which
gotta
it
be up-
should be because you're getting money. You're
I
getting
think
that
it's
money.
I think it's 80. You have to
Yeah.
spend at least 80% of that money.
Yeah.
That money that you don't spend goes to next year's cap.
Oh yeah. You can carry it
So
over. now.
they're going to probably take a hit this year, get beat around a little bit, and then they're going to have an extra $30 million for
Right.
next year.
Kind of like how the Packers took that hit with Rodgers and then the fucking lineman
Bakhtiari.
Have they signed Rashawn Gary yet?
I thought he already
Yeah,
signed.
yeah,
his
he
deal.
signed.
I thought they said they want to extend him.
I thought you were talking about Kenny Clark. They signed
Kenny Clark. Yes,
Yeah.
Kenny Clark got extended. Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
Gary signed last year.
I thought it was
Yeah.
2 years ago. So they said something about
Yeah.
him wanting more now.
Yeah, Gary has been he's been like the terror of training camp. Like they can't keep anybody in front of him.
Did you say on NFC North News?
What's that?
Did you see on NFC North News?
Yeah,
The same place you saw the other stuff.
He's gonna sack McCarthy. I was thinking the same thing.
Without pads.
McCarthy and
But you know
Darnold
what I
better
mean,
watch
like,
it.
You know,
Yeah.
you get these guys at like Lions camp. Oh, like they showed. It was awesome. They showed who was the expatriate, Patricia. They showed we went from this to this,
Yeah,
and they showed Patricia coming out of the tunnel on a 4-wheeler to start camp.
yeah.
And then the next thing was Campbell
Doing
doing
up-downs.
doing up downs with the team.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to play for him. Like,
Did you see how much weight the coach of the Giants lost? Brian
No.
Daboll?
no,
Oh, ton.
really?
Yeah, he's like skinny now.
Ozempic?
I don't know.
Well, he's
He looked skinny during the Hard Knocks thing. I'm like, oh, he looks like he lost weight. They showed him at camp, which is later.
Right.
I look it up. He's like totally
Well,
transformed.
after he saw the kind of ass Belichick's pulling, he's like, man, I just
Right.
got to lose a few
Shit, when
pounds
I get
here.
to 70, I got to be pulling cheerleaders too.
What the hell?
Oh,
What is wrong with the NFL?
Ozempic. It's a song that gets stuck in your head.
God bless you if you can fucking handle it. So
Yeah, I heard it's not good for you, man.
Ozempic?
I took
Yeah.
it for a while. I took it all last year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get the.
It's
I heard
rough.
it fucks up your shits and everything.
It makes
fucks-
you nauseous.
Yeah.
fucks up a lot of shit.
My mom had to take it for
Yeah.
diabetes.
Yeah.
And she'd take it on Sunday, feel like crap all day Monday.
Yeah,
Like
Yes.
terrible. Like she
I
wouldn't
know-
want
I know
like
people
for
that
days
take
wouldn't
it
want to
to-
eat or nothing, but obviously that's
it's one thing for taking it for a medical condition, which it works for. I mean, that's what it was made for.
Right.
But when you're taking it just to lose weight, man, there's everybody I talk to. I mean, I know a couple people it's worked really well for. Man, I don't know. I've
Yeah,
heard
there's
I've
a
heard-
bunch of different side effects that
Yeah,
I didn't care for it.
yeah. I don't even. I'll just be fat.
So
I'm not picking up. I'm not picking up cheerleaders anymore. Anyways,
Cole Reagan.
I used to.
picking them up from the back of your van.
What
Hey,
hat?
does this smell like ether?
What hat are these guys wearing today? Was that the
Monarchs?
The
Yeah,
Monarchs.
that's the
hat.
Monarchs.
That's what it looks like.
I thought they were red.
I don't know. Yeah, I saw a picture yesterday. Someone I know was at this game, the stadium was sold out. It's crazy because I've been there a couple times and never been sold out. But
Right.
Cubs on a weekend, I'm guessing a lot of people traveled there. Cool city. Hey, we should have done that trip just to go to Jack's Tax.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Right.
worth it
Just
for the carrot cake.
We'll go to the game. Watch
Let's
the
go
game.
get the carrot
We'll
cake.
go watch the game at Jack's Tax.
The fucking mushrooms.
Yeah, the
mushrooms and
were-
carrot cake. That's what we'll get.
Oh my
and,
god,
and big ribs, the big fat rib.
Yeah.
Oh.
4 big ribs,
Tomahawk.
that one tomahawk
mushrooms,
thing.
4 big ribs, and 2 carrot cakes. That's all we need.
When are we
In
playing?
that order.
Oh my god, it was legit.
Doesn't football start next week? Isn't it next week? Like
Yeah, the
Thursday.
Hall of Fame
the
game.
Hall of Fame game.
Yeah.
Who's playing?
Bears Texans, which was weird because I don't think any Texans are getting inducted. I think they would pick someone that's getting inducted. Like
Cushion's not getting.
No, I think Brian. Let me look it up. Wait, Dwight Freeney, and that was interesting too. I always never looked this up, and I looked it up because I'll be there, so I want to see who's talking for these people, who's
Yes. Whatever.
inducting them or
Yeah.
giving their speech before. Let me look. Hall. Go ahead. You guys do some Woody Banner.
Oh, I could do witty banner. You know what? I actually this week.
Okay, I found it. I'm just gonna go ahead.
It's
I'm
like
messing with you.
I was out in my backyard and I heard Willie having sex. Or it could have been my neighbor releasing the pressure on his air compressor. I don't know. One or the other.
Oh, he texted.
It's like shh.
Who did?
Willie. Psych.
Psych.
You're just making me crazy.
Oh shit.
You're Jamaican me crazy.
Jamaican. That's gonna get some. Well, I'll probably get us banned from this. You know, well, the
Yeah,
Secret Service here.
yeah.
Did you say gymnasium? Yeah, we said it fucking 70 times.
I didn't stop. So it's Dwight Freeney,
Okay.
Devin Hester, Andre Johnson.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Andre Johnson.
Andre Johnson.
Okay. Julius Peppers, Patrick Willis, Randy Gradshar. He's a lineman for I think the Oilers. He was great.
Another one.
And then Steve McMichael.
So 3 Bears and 2 Oilers.
Yeah, there you go. That's why. I'm sorry. And then I'm trying to see who's putting them in because I like that too.
No Packers and Oilers. That was weird. That's an old joke.
Packers and Oilers.
Oh, anything else we got going
Hold
on
on,
here?
I want to tell you the presenters because.
I still think the Cubs traded the wrong third baseman. They should have traded Wisdom.
Oh, that's Let's go to.
Yeah, they should have. They didn't get in that return for him.
Suzuki was trade rumors as well. I saw Suzuki.
Well, Bellinger, obviously.
Yeah.
Teon
and
Leader.
Is
it Leader or
Lighter?
Yeah.
And who's the closer?
Neris.
Neris is.
I would think Neris would get some. I think he'd get a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, he's not going to a contender to be the closer.
No, setup guy.
But yeah, the third guy maybe.
I
mean, he'd probably fit in on the Brewers even.
I don't understand why they would want to. Well, Sea's he's weird.
Okay, this is going to be awesome. Dwight Freeney's going first, and Jim Irsay is giving his speech.
Ooh, Coke or no Coke?
I don't know.
Well, early in, he might not even be affecting him yet.
Right.
McMichael at his home. Jarrett Payton's doing his.
Ooh, nice.
McMichael's going to do one?
He's going to be from home.
Yeah, he can even talk anymore?
Randy Gradshar. Oh, no, he played for the Broncos. Tom Jackson's doing his.
Nice.
Devin Hester, his mom's putting him in.
Oh, nice.
That's cool. Yeah, Walter Payton, Jarrett Payton did his.
Yeah.
It was like 12. It was kind of. Patrick Willis, his sister's doing it. Julius Peppers, his longtime friend and agent. And then Andre Johnson, Gary Kubiak is doing it.
Oh, really?
His coach?
Yeah. So it's kind of cool.
Kubiak's got to be old.
It's weird how we think these players and stuff don't connect to people. Like, would you ever think Andre Johnson, out of all the guys that get picked to be his presenter, would be Gary Kubiak? That must mean that they got along really well somehow. You know what I mean? That'd be the last guy. I'd be like, oh, okay.
Didn't Kubiak have a nervous breakdown, and that's why he stopped coaching?
Yeah, Andre Johnson drove him crazy. He owes him this.
He's paying him back by letting them.
Yeah.
You can put me in. Fine.
I'm not going in there as a coach. I want to go in there as a presenter.
I saw a different list of people because I swear I saw Bruce Smith was giving someone, but maybe it was wrong. I don't know. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong with this. It says it right here. I believe everything on the internet, so that's my fault. So yeah, so let's talk baseball. The Cubs traded Christopher Morel away, and also other people, we could talk about who they did, received in one trade they got Matt Pearson, correct? Or Nate Pearson.
Nate Pearson from.
And then the player today they got was
Isaac Paredes.
Yeah, they third baseman take his place. You didn't like them getting rid of Morel? You're just being funny.
I was being funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw this today, and you see this all the time in Cubs stuff, chat these like Facebook page or whatever. Why were we getting Morel? He was a clubhouse guy. He's a great guy. Blah blah blah. And this guy they got is what has he done? And they name his stats, and his stats, every stat they named was better than Morel's.
Yeah.
Same home run number. This guy doesn't steal bases. That was one of the arguments. Well, Morel doesn't get on base enough to steal bases.
Right.
You have to be on base to steal bases. So
and he can play third base.
Well, this guy,
play third base.
I will say one thing. Morel from day one to now has improved
absolutely
a ton.
Absolutely.
He's not a third baseman.
No.
And they got no place for him.
No,
right.
Because they got the the kid, the third baseman in the minors.
Shaw's coming up.
Shaw could come up. So I mean, and this guy, if he's a good hitter, they can DH him because they're going to lose Bellinger. I think by now. That's another thing. Who do you guys on the trades first? We'll go around them. What do you think about the trades? We'll talk about that first. Let's go around and talk about that. Second thing, we're going to talk about who do you think is going by Tuesday? What Tuesday is it? July 31st?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start with what do you think about the trades for Pareda? Is that how you say it?
Paredes.
And Nate Pearson, 100-mile-an-hour big time prospect from a couple years ago. It's never really panned out. Pitch a little. He's been in the majors. He has major.
We talked about that last night.
So what do you guys think?
I like it. I like both trades. Morel, I think, was behind the 8 ball right away because I think playing third base affected him offensively.
Yeah, he struggled at the beginning,
right.
And then he got all of a sudden his defense started coming around, but then he hasn't hit.
Right. So, but I mean, the only thing, again, I'm going to say I don't like giving up Big E, but I don't think he had a really good opportunity here. He'll probably end up being a closer for the Rays, and they'll end up trading him for 6 more prospects down the road.
Who are you talking about?
Big E.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I like the fact that they're getting a jump on young controllable players that because I don't think he's averaging $3 million a year.
Who's that? Paredes.
Right.
Yeah, Paredes I thought was under.
But he's arbitration eligible, so
2 years.
Yeah, for 2 years here. So he'll.
Right.
I mean, he's going to go over 10 million.
He's
here.
pretty controlled though. Well, that's
Right.
a person wrote right away, and he makes more money than Morel too. I go, the guy wrote that. No, he doesn't.
Right. But the thing is,
and it should be about money with the Cubs anyway. It's stupid.
it should. Yeah. Like I said, they're the number 9 payroll. They should be acting like it.
Well, yesterday, what bugs me here's a problem with Cubs. People we bash your bullpen all the time,
Right.
and it's been better, not great,
But they don't-
better.
Okay.
But
I'll wait
the
for you.
stat that came up the other day that we don't really think about, they are 29th in runners in scoring position, batting .220.
Mhm.
The Kansas City Royals are 9th. It's just you got to be able to hit with men on base.
Oh yeah.
With nobody on base, you can beat 210, but with men on base, if you're hitting 260, 270, you're winning a lot of baseball games. It's not just the bullpen that's killing them. It's the whole team is kind of flan.
Well, and-
at this point, is kind of going like this.
And the thing is, if you're not hitting the ball, you got to move guys over. You've got to steal bases, and you got to get sack fly. The Brewers do it pretty well. They play small ball.
Right.
The Cubs aren't willing to do it. They never have not in our last 15 years.
No.
They're all still trying to hit 7-run home runs with nobody on base. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, you get guys on first and second, bunt them over, or you got to do it.
Hit a chopper the opposite way.
Nico does it.
Right.
I see Nico hit a couple choppers, and I get all excited.
Right.
And then that one game where they bunted 3 times in a row. Jesus Christ!
Right.
I almost had an orgasm.
Who's been hitting well too has been Amaya. So
That's yeah.
he has been.
I know it's what he was supposed to be, a hitter.
Right.
Well, he needs to be here because he's a terrible catcher.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a good catcher at all. I mean, he can't. He doesn't throw nobody out of second. When every game I've watched, I don't watch a million, but I watch a good amount. I turn him on for him. Anytime a guy steals, it's not even close. He doesn't even get. His. I've seen high school kids are better release points than the better release times. It's crazy. It's like he gets. Watch, he'll throw a guy out now in a second. But is he catching right now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, I don't know.
Well, they don't have another catcher, I don't think.
Well, they got Nito.
No, he's on the DL. They brought up another guy from AAA.
He's on Dave Lynn. Friend of the show.
Peace out.
Peace out.
I don't think they would be able to trade Bellinger because of his contract.
It's friendly.
Yeah, I think
It's
it's just going to be
he's
a rental.
He's a rental player.
Yeah,
they're not going to get
It's
much
not,
back.
It's not friendly. I'm sorry, because next year it's his option. Oh, that's where you're going, Kitty Cat. You didn't make the play. Oh, it's
That
not
was
him. That's
Wisdom
Bodie.
or Bodie.
Yeah,
I know. Somebody just dove.
that's Bodie.
That's Bodie.
Nice play though.
Yeah,
Just gonna throw it.
greatest hitter I've ever seen. One at bat.
That was great. Greatest game ever.
right.
I like both trades as well. You're improving the team for next year and the year after, taking some shots on some high upside guys. You're giving up the number 29th prospect and the number 22nd prospect in a loaded organization. I would trade anybody behind the top 10. I don't even care.
Who's the guys you would say untouchable? I mean, obviously, Cade Horton. Would you agree on?
Cade Horton would be untouchable. I mean, nobody's untouchable. I mean, for me, I'll trade anybody.
Besides Cade Horton, anybody else you wouldn't trade?
I mean, right now you probably
Wicks. I wouldn't trade
Shaw.
Right.
You wouldn't be trading some of those guys.
Alcantara, he's a pitcher, right? Who's their top pitching prospect?
Horton.
Or is it,
I think he's an outfielder, right?
He's an outfielder. I'd trade any outfielder. Triantos, I would trade.
Right.
Outfielders are a dime a dozen.
And so are infield. I mean, they draft like 4 shortstops every year.
Right.
And the problem is people don't understand. I mean, that's the thing with the Cubs this year too. Their defense has been solid, but not as good as last year.
No.
It's down. It's
Right.
down.
Yeah.
They were
And
their defense was, I think, top 2 or 3 last year.
And it helps. Yeah, and it helps the pitching.
And you save runs, and you're not having to. You can score 3 and win a game instead of having to score 6.
Right. I would trade PCA.
I would too. I don't see what's the
PCA
Because you can always put Hap back in center.
Yeah. Oh, the guy who I think you could see is Hap.
He's got no trade clause.
Oh well, and
I would see Suzuki going before Hap.
But Hap is such a good trade piece because he's got a contract. It's a couple years, 3-4 more years,
Right, and he's been
and
hot.
You can get a boatload for him probably, but I don't know. I mean, he's a good outfielder, and he's a solid hitter.
Right.
Yeah, he's a good major league player, not a great fantasy.
No, I like him. If they don't get rid of him, I'm not going to be. Oh my, no, I like him if they kept him. I mean, but I think Bellinger has a chance to go.
I'd say Tyone's probably number 1 guy.
Tyone, and it is what it is because he must be. Is it a 1-year deal with him? Yeah, it is.
I think it's only 1.
Yeah, so if it's only a 1-year deal, if he finished out strong,
I'm going
this
to guess they love trading their relief pitchers and getting reloading.
Right.
So I'm going to guess.
See, and that's the thing that bothers me is like I said, their MO is putting out flyers for people.
Yep.
Next year they need to get at least one established reliever they can depend on. Miller pitching well for him lately too, which again is another not a reach, but let's take a flyer on him.
Yeah.
But like a Miller reliever and a closer.
Well, they still have Ben Brown too, right?
Yeah, Ben Brown will be back, and now it's pushed back to the 16th.
Well, it's time because you don't want to.
They don't want to put a lot of.
What did he hurt?
That's an oblique or something.
Oh, so it's not an arm or nothing.
No.
That's good then.
But he's so you got Ben Brown coming back. You still have Steele, Imanaga.
Would you trade Steele?
No.
Okay,
he's
so
a lefty.
Steele, Imanaga.
He's a lefty, right?
Yeah. Steele and Imanaga are untouchable.
In the starting rotation, there's no way I'd move it. They're both lefties.
The only 2 I wouldn't go. I think everybody else is fair game.
Assad he's a reclaimed product, and I mean he's done well.
Yeah,
you got Wicks, you got Ben Brown, you got some good young pitching that still. You got Cade Horton coming up.
Maybe up this year, I think now.
What about
and with Tyone probably going and Hendricks will be gone. He's a reliever.
Yeah,
a long reliever.
I think they might maybe get lucky and trade Hendricks here. Won't get anything for him, but just to get him maybe a fresh start for the end of his career, maybe go win another championship.
I like it.
Maybe somewhere because I'm sure he's got say where he goes too. There's no way that Hendricks doesn't have say where he goes.
Some of the Mets.
Well, I'm
just saying.
They're competing,
right?
I mean, give them a chance to win a World Series.
I mean, the Dodgers would look good with them. They need 52 pitchers.
Yeah, they just dropped the pitcher and they end up trading them to
Paxton.
Yeah.
I like Paxton.
I do too. I mean, he's obviously slowing down in his old age, but he's always been injured.
He got traded back to the Red Sox.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean,
does anybody see any big trades happening here? Like the Dodgers going out and making a splash, like go and get getting Louis Robert and Crochet in one deal, or
those are guys like, to be honest, Crochet is a guy the Cubs could try to get.
he struggled in the last few starts since the All-Star game.
Why not him? Why not the kid we always talk about? Maybe a little less.
I like Kopech. I mean, I really do, because the Cubs have their pitching camp that
and Kopech is a guy that we talked about a few weeks ago. The Cubs do not have a guy that can throw by people.
Right.
At the end of the game. They don't have that guy that comes in and goes, like the other night, I was at the Arizona Diamondback game, and it was cool because we got to see like the whole thing because Seawald came in.
Yeah.
They turn all the lights off and do this little light show for him and stuff. But he comes in and you just see
he's the guy.
You're like it's not when the Cubs reviewer comes in, it's like, well, they might win. Well, and Seawald comes in, it's like, yeah, they're probably going to win.
Even when Mitch Williams was there, you're like, oh, it's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
He's going to either throw it by him or give up a 3-run home run after 2 walks.
Like there's 3 levels. It's the Cubs relievers, they might win. Seawald type guy is, oh, they're probably going to win. And you got Class A, it's going to be, yeah, they're going to win.
Yeah, the game's over.
Game's over.
We should have scored last inning.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? There's those tiers, and the Cubs are at this tier. Well, they might win.
Did you see Class A throw in the All-Star game? Dude, it was sick. I mean, he's just blowing guys away.
What happened?
And that's like top
I got
players.
offered a trade for him today.
What happened
fantasy, and I'm not dealing him. And I got
him.
offered a trade for Adley Rushman too, and I'm not trading him either.
Yeah,
What happened to Miller of the A's? He punched the wall and broke his hand?
Yes.
Did he really?
Yeah, he broke his hand.
Yeah,
so
bad timing.
Trade for him now.
Yeah.
Well, that's got to suck for the A's.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of the A's.
Yeah, because now he's not pitching the rest of this year.
What hand was it?
Better not have been
pitching
his pitching
hand or
pitching hand.
Oh my God, what an idiot. That's now you're like, wait a second. This guy might be like not paying transgender prostitutes, because if you're dumb enough to punch the wall with your pitching hand, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, and the thing is, they were going to hope to trade him probably.
Well,
let me see. I got the article right
let's
here.
see. If it's his pitching hand, he's an idiot.
He's a right-hander, righty? I believe so.
Mason Miller broke a bone in his right hand the worst time possible.
Mm-hmm.
Although he has 5 years of team control remaining.
Oh, shit.
It's must be trading its value is absolute peak.
Giggity. I don't know what that meant, but
Yep. So he's got to be a righty then. Oh man, you can't ask Hop. Hop's a maniac. He never punched a wall with his pitching hand. He probably did.
Per sources, A's will place all-star closer Mason Miller on the injured list today. The fracture of the 5th metacarpal pinky.
Oh, it's a pinky, yeah.
In his left hand.
Oh, okay. Oh, then I like this guy now.
In a non-pitching injury, he
way
suffered
smarter than Hop.
Oh, fucking sign him up. Give him Kate Horton.
after pounding a padded training room table in frustration.
Okay. I could see that. Okay. If it says pitching hand, I kind of like the guy now.
Yeah, he was smart.
I was just going to send him off
so
to
he
a
could be
loony
back
bin a second
He
ago.
could be back in 3-4 weeks probably.
Well, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't even stop him.
Yeah, it's his non
Yeah, put it in your glove. You don't. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. And the
Quit
year,
being a pussy.
if his form's weird at the end of the year, get it rebroke and
Yeah.
get it right.
Do a Ronnie Lott. Just close shit off.
Right. Speaking of the A's, at a presentation for this is in regards to their state situation. At a presentation to the Las Vegas Stadium Authority on July 18th, 2024, the Oakland A's confirmed there is currently no financing in place for a proposed $1.5 billion stadium
in Vegas.
In Vegas.
Do they just make up all these stories because they were going to get the Coliseum redone? They were going to get. I mean,
right.
It's like every couple months, it's like, oh, new stadium.
Who is the dude from that bought the LA Kings and traded for Gretzky? And you remember that?
And he was pretty famous, right?
And he was a big fraud. Like he didn't have the money that he claimed that he had. Bruce McNall, right? Was it Bruce McNall?
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what this dude sounds like. You know what I mean?
So a used car salesman.
You got to watch American Greed in 5 years and pop up there.
Right. So help me understand this. Major League Baseball buys the Expos. Why the fuck are they letting this shit go on at the A's? Like,
yeah, that's true.
Way worse. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because he's got to be one of their guys. They pick and choose who they want to run these teams.
They got. I bet you he has naked pictures of like trannies with owners.
Remember when Mark Cuban had kicked the tires and behind the Cubs?
Yeah.
And they wouldn't let him.
There's no way.
They said nope.
I'm glad
there
they
was
didn't.
2 teams.
Oh, I would have liked him by this. I'd be fine with
Cuban?
that.
Cuban
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah, he supports his teams.
Right.
Yeah, he
and
does.
He invests in his team.
He does right by his teams and makes them
Yeah, that's
winners.
true.
And
right.
Yeah, Cubs won a World Series without him.
Yeah, what have them done since?
Not much.
Right. Renovated Wrigley.
Yeah, now they got the new toboggan hill out there.
Right.
It's a skate rink in the winter.
We can call it Wrigley World now.
Wrigley World.
Ooh, Wrigley World.
Yeah.
I like that.
They have the toboggans.
Sorry, folks. Park's closed.
The toboggans are pieces of gum.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah. There is no toboggan hill though. Sorry.
You know they can't change the name, right? They're last
Was it historical sites?
historical landmark.
So, but couldn't they do like the Broncos did? Like
they can they can do Miller Lite at Wrigley.
Mushroom Head Wine at Wrigley Field.
Yeah.
Oh, that was our product, Mushroom Head Wine.
Oh yeah, you want to hear the theme song for our wine?
Yeah, it's been real. I didn't know this, but I looked it up, and it's really big in a few communities. And
Let's see if this should work. Let's see.
I found this on YouTube.
So Dickhead Wine is the name of it.
Mushroom Head.
Mushroom Wine. We talked about it last
Yeah.
week. Yeah, here we go.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if it.
It's working. It's not working. It's playing.
Would you trade Swanson?
No.
Yeah, I would.
Not Dansby. Got a cool name.
You're easy. That's what she said. Let me see here. Okay. Oh, it's connected. Why isn't it working? Oh, I know why.
Oh, you had it turned off.
Yeah, I did.
How about Master Boney?
Let's see what
you said. Boney.
I know you did.
I said Master.
Master Boney.
Okay, you ready to hear the
Yeah, let's
theme
see.
song?
This is actually a theme song here. It's only like a minute.
Yeah, sipping on the juice, I'm feeling fine. Got that mushroom head, the wine with the wang divine. Pop that corn cure, sing a sharp note. Trickling down the throat, shit, I almost choked. Grabbing up a glass, let the vibe just flow. Doesn't let down if you were feeling low. Grab another glass, but don't cross the line. Shroom and wine, giant strong bottle design. Mushroom head wine, Jesus give me a sign. Sip slow, let the soul refine. Funky accent, mellow with the blend. This groove never gonna end. A drop on the tongue, taste buds do a dance. Fill your mouth with liquid romance. Sommelier, pour me another round. In the depth of the funk where the flavors compound. Wine with the wang, not a dong. Every sip a trip, the bottle looks like a schlong. Loud in the groove with your crew, no debate. Mushroom head buzz, ain't no separate. Mushroom head wine, Jesus give me a sign. Sip slow, let the soul refine. Funky outside, mellow with the blend. This groove never gonna end.
Was that a Grindr commercial?
I didn't know we were really big in the black community. They're writing songs about us.
Speaking of Grindr, did you know during the Republican National Convention, Grindr crashed?
Did it really?
Oh yeah, probably.
There were so many
In
people.
Milwaukee?
Milwaukee. It crashed the Grindr app.
Nice.
Why? Because you couldn't get on? Is that
Grindr
how-
said at the Republican National Convention is their Super Bowl. And it
Yeah, good
crashed the app.
That wouldn't surprise me.
What if JD Vance was on there?
Hillbillyology. Yeah, so I didn't even know they were writing songs about our product.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think Carl's gonna start selling it up in
Yeah.
that time.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. We got it. Willie, what do you think?
I believe I have some of their old commercials from the 60s too, but well, we won't play those tonight.
60s. Elvis sings them.
Claymation, stop
I
motion.
think it was Sinatra, but yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's the wang that's so divine.
So, talking about, who do you, who would be,
Dude, that's all, folks.
right?
I just wrote a goddamn song while we're sitting here. You can't even speak.
Okay, all right. What would be the biggest surprise? Like, obviously, Morel getting traded and this trade today was a big surprise. What would surprise you come Tuesday?
Nothing.
With the Cubs?
Yeah.
The major,
Nothing. Yeah.
Justin Steele getting traded, which I don't think he will.
Right.
They're saying Nico's like the Dodgers really want Nico, and I'm like, I wouldn't give. I don't.
What do the
like that.
Dodgers have to give up? They got no farm system.
Well, they got two big catchers in their farm system, which the
Piazza
Cubs
and
could. Pia,
Well, they talked about
Pedro Guerrero and Piazza. I don't know Pedro. Steve Yeager.
Steve Yeager.
I mean,
would you trade Nico?
No,
I would.
I mean, it's for the right package, but it
If
doesn't.
it was a top flight catcher
I know, right?
or a closer.
No, They don't have a closer. Who they got?
I'm just saying,
Bruce Dark Raider.
I'm not talking about the Dodgers. I'm saying if anyone. I mean, what are you looking for? Like, as the Cubs, what would you be asking for besides?
I mean,
if they're sending Nico, they got to get like Lux and somebody back.
You get Miller from the A's
and a catcher probably.
For Horner, I do it. But Horner, they're not going to. They don't want Horner.
He's $11 million a year.
That's what I mean. They don't want Horner.
The Dodgers can't afford him either now. They're already over the.
Any legit closers that are on bad closing opportunity guys on bad teams. Bad teams aren't trading for a guy that's not worth that much money.
Would you trade Cade Horton for Miller?
No.
5 years of control.
I would. He's a proven all-star closer.
He's dumb, but he breaks his hand.
He broke his left hand, not his pitching hand.
Yeah, now he's a genius.
Yeah, now. Well, I heard on NFC North News that he broke his right hand.
Fuck you.
Oh shit.
The NFC North News, the CNN of sports.
That's
this
awesome.
Is NFL North News.
I love these McNuggets of the game. Maybe I'll get McNuggets on the way home. I haven't had those
10
in a
straight
while.
games without an error. Oh, good for the Cubs. Oh, wow, that's a long streak. That's crazy. Longest streak from.
That's because Morel's been gone.
They let's get rid of Morel and break this record.
That's the only thing we're doing it for. Just on the bottom of the screen there.
What would anything surprise you? No. How about you? What, Tim? How surprised you?
For the Cubs, you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, nothing surprised me anymore in sports.
No.
Nothing does. Especially baseball.
Getting a top flight closer.
No, they're not.
Oh, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised if they did that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not going to.
I think next year though, like we talked about. Well, what surprise you? Anything, Ed?
Nothing. I mean, it would surprise me, like you said, if they went out and they were still playing to win.
Yeah.
To get in the playoffs because they got to jump like 7 teams right now.
I think next year they got to pull out the checkbook and get a big bat in the lineup. They get whatever bat they can find and get bullpen.
I like what they're doing though is actually building for next year already.
Right.
I watch these Cubs things. You read the comments. They're such morons. What? I thought we should be selling and getting more prospects. What are you going to do with prospects?
Yeah, we got enough prospects. Sorry.
We need some guys who are ready for the major leagues.
I really think Nate Pearson is going to close the rest of the year.
I'd like to see it.
I hope so.
Bring him in and let him put him in the situation. He's done it before.
Yeah.
He closed for a minute. He closed for the Blue Jays for a minute, right?
Probably.
Yeah. Let him bring that 100-mile-an-hour fastball he's throwing. He throws that still, right?
I think what's going to happen is Pearson's going to go. They're going to probably send him down, work with him at the pitching camp. You'll find out they did it with Arrieta. The Orioles wouldn't let him throw cutters.
Right.
So he, which is his pitch. The Orioles wouldn't let him throw that because they're like, oh, it's too taxing on your arm because of your arm slot. It's not going to work. You're just going to get an injury. And then he comes over to the Cubs. They're like, throw fucking cutters.
Maybe the Cubs will trade him by Tuesday.
Who's that? Arrieta?
Pearson.
Well, that was another. They said, I read somewhere, Paredes is a perfect flip thing. And it's like, why would they do that to flip a guy? It doesn't, unless they have something already lined up.
Right.
Where it's like, well, we'll send you Paredes and Nico if you're sending us,
Miller and.
Yeah.
Right.
Aaron Judge and Soto.
Yeah. Well, the Yankees might as well sell. Well, I called that one. I said they were they were playing
first.
No, they're in second. But
they have the worst record in the majors since July 10th.
Second worst.
Nope.
White Sox.
No.
I just saw last night. White Sox were worse.
They're both bad. The Orioles have been bad though too. It's the only thing that's keeping the Yankees.
The third team was like
the list I saw. The White Sox were third. It was Yankees and the White Sox. I had to leave, so I didn't know who the other.
That was
Little League home run.
Is that an error?
Yeah. Oh, that is an error.
That is an error.
Oh,
they're gonna give him a hit. They're gonna give him a hit,
but it's still an error because
it's got to be an error because it went by him.
Yeah, he got second on the error. It would have been a single. So they put the record. Way to go, Sal. Love it. It's like going. This guy hasn't missed a field goal in 34 tries. Oh, that's not an error. No, they won't call it an error.
That's 2 errors.
No, that's a hit. That wouldn't be. I thought it went by. No,
dude, that's a second game in a row he's done that.
Yeah, well,
that's not an error.
This is a replay, anyways, isn't it?
They won today, right?
That's today's game.
Yeah, they already
won. They won 2 out of 3 this weekend, guys. We should be celebrating.
Yeah,
but they're done.
Is the parade tomorrow?
They're done.
I mean, what other trades you see in the majors though? Anybody big moving? I think Blake Snell they're talking about moving, which would make sense for the Giants.
depends on what Detroit wants to do. Like, there's a lot of interest in their pitcher,
Skubal. I can't see them trading him. I don't know why you would. You got one of the top pitchers. Keep him. You know, it's hard to find good pitching.
Do you make the team take Javi with them if you trade Skubal?
Yeah, and they got to take his all his excitement.
On here, they brought up Nate Lowe.
Nate Lowe from Texas,
first base.
I heard Brandon Lowe might get traded now that because they're going to bring up Junior Caminero, and now with Kitty Cat there, Brandon Lowe would have to play DH or first base.
Right. What about Houston? Is Houston going to make a splash? Because aren't they hot now?
They're hot.
The Yankees are interested in Tommy Edman.
Yeah,
the Yankees got Jazz Chisholm.
Yeah. They did get just Chasm.
Giggity, giggity.
Just Chasm.
Rangers got. You guys heard Rangers got Carson Kelly.
No,
that just happened tonight at 7:00. I'm just looking through these.
I like baseball rumors.
Throwing out Cubs deadline plans. Rumors in exchange for young Slugger Morel. Blah blah blah. They got Pearson. What else? Cubs are among the teams showing interest in Blake Snell.
I don't want him.
I don't know why they would be.
I don't know what they're doing.
Another lefty?
So you're going to dump. Snell's in a 1-year deal too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's. Keep Tyon and don't. Yeah. Unless you're getting. Well, yeah. What are you getting for it?
That doesn't make sense.
Leading Ken Rosenthal has reported it. And he's the guy. Elite Tyon. Regardless, Club's plan. Persist now. Prior to today's trade. Blah, 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 blah. They are listening to. They will deal possibly Neris, Julian Merriweather, Mark Leiter Jr.,
Merriweather was
as well as Drew Smiley. They're willing to deal.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about.
But Tyon's not in there.
No, he's no. They didn't mention.
I mean,
Tyon is a possible guy too. Yeah,
Tyon a free agent after this year?
I think he's a 1-year deal guy. I thought he was.
No, he was 3 years.
Yeah, he was the Cubs last year. Yeah,
I'm sorry. So I think he's got one more year left.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a couple that were out there, guys.
Which I mean, he's been solid the last few years. He's just been injured.
What?
It says the Met. These guys are. Who's that? PCA?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
You're not going to see a Pete Alonso trade, or I don't know if there's going to be any big names.
I don't think the Mets are going to be sellers. They're going to be buyers.
Yeah. The Blue Jays are looking at Kiner Falefa.
Yeah. Why are they looking at or trading him? They're
Dodgers are interested in Horner, Rengifo.
Yeah, from the Angels
and Edman. Like I said a minute ago, Mets have checked in on Tyon and Fiddy, the Eric Fiddy from the White Sox.
Yeah, I like that. That was a great move by the White Sox picking him up out of Korea.
Oh, actually, I did see the closer Estevez was picked up on somebody from the Angels.
The Angels closer went to was it Philadelphia?
Yeah, he's a free agent.
Yeah. Yankees and Padres are checking on Snell, so the Cubs aren't in this one. This is probably 2 NL Central teams are pursuing Eric Fedde. Is that Fedde or Fed?
Yeah, I think it's Fedde.
The Brewers and the Cardinals. The Brewers.
That's good. Well, the Brewers made a move, and it was for some guy. I don't even remember who it was.
They cut Dallas Keuchel.
Yeah, which was
yeah. And the pickup of what's the name?
They just picked up a guy. Oh, from Colorado or something.
The guy from
Sears
they got the guy from Nola. Not Nola. The guy from the I'm a fantasy. The guy from the Phillies. Not with the Phillies anymore. I thought he played for them. They just picked up a guy. They picked him up a few weeks ago.
They picked up like Mears or something.
It was a pitcher. It was
Rick Mears.
He was good years ago. This year he started out okay, but
no, the Brewers need at least one more arm.
Oh, they need more than that.
I know.
I was watching the other night. I mean,
they win with smoke and mirrors, but they play small ball, so they big hits when they need them.
PSA just stole through like he was walking in the park. It's crazy.
Got to keep him.
Yeah. How would you get rid of him, Tim? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna look at the guy now because it's bugging me. The Brewers got him a couple years ago. Not Nola, but
Nick Mears.
No,
that was who they just traded for. Which he's a bullpen guy.
Oh, Aaron Savale.
From the to Tampa Bay.
But he did play for the Phillies for a minute, right? Years ago.
I don't know. I don't remember where.
But they picked him up, but he's not been anything special since.
No.
What did he do today? No decision Saturday.
Yeah, I mean he's again, the
Yeah,
Tampa
Brewers-
Tampa's selling, and they're like 3 games over 500.
The Brewers have a guy named Jason Junk.
I like it.
Jansen Junk.
Schwarber had 2 home runs today.
Yeah, by the 3rd inning, he already had 2 home runs. Help me win in fantasy today.
Clase had a 7 pitch save.
Griffin Tobias.
Help me win in fantasy today too.
There was a guy from the Phillies that pitched for the Brewers that they were talking about the Cubs picking up that the Phillies released.
I don't know. We're going to see in the next couple days a bunch of moves, but I don't see any huge splashes. I really don't. Maybe Hops heard something, but
Did you guys know that the Brewers signed Jaden Fielder?
Yes. Yep. Prince's kid and Cecil's grandkid.
Makes me old.
Yeah, makes us old.
yeah. I remember when Cecil was hitting them 51 home runs the same year Sandberg hit 40.
Yeah.
On the roof.
Yeah,
For Detroit. He
was a monster. He came back after he went to Japan.
He did go to Japan.
Did he ever play for the Yankees,
Yeah.
Fielder?
Probably at the end of
Yeah.
his career, yeah.
Yeah, he signed a big free agent contract with them
For Japan?
after Detroit.
Oh, Detroit. And then he wasn't very good.
He like came out of nowhere. It was like, who's this guy?
Right.
You know, because I think was he originally like the Marlins or something? Where did he originally come from?
I don't know.
But then I remember Detroit. It wouldn't have been the Marlins.
Sparky Anderson still the coach then?
Mm,
Oh, it's probably Leland.
it probably was Leland.
Right.
Because that was after Pittsburgh for Leland, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anything else?
I have one Caitlin Clark stat. Let me find it.
Well, I had some good ones the other day. And I gave up on the WNBA. I got a question.
Yep.
Only 2 schools to have a player drafted in the 4 major sports this last year.
2 schools?
Only 2 schools. 2 colleges had people drafted in baseball, football, basketball, and hockey. Only 2 schools.
Well, can't be Wisconsin. Have a baseball
Michigan?
program. How about
That's a good guess.
Ohio State?
No. They're
No.
both good guesses, though.
Right.
How about
Same conference.
Oh, wait.
One of them.
I gotta think hockey's the throw off one because not many programs down the SEC have hockey.
Well, Michigan would have. Yeah, it was a great guess for that.
How about Boston College?
That's one of them. Good guess.
Wait.
And the same conference?
No, there's one in the same conference of the 2 teams you named. In the Big Ten.
The Big
in
Ten.
the Big Ten.
Oh, how about Minnesota?
Minnesota. Good one. Pretty
So
crazy question.
All four leagues drafted someone in the first round?
No, just
drafted.
drafted.
Oh, drafted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got a question. Name the 3 parks in the MLB with the highest elevation. Top 3.
Denver.
Obviously.
Nope. Just kidding. I said nope.
You know the second one? Second one's Atlanta.
Yeah,
Actually,
which
that's third.
Right.
There's one in between. Ugh.
I heard the stat on my tour.
I'm going to guess it was Arizona.
Arizona.
Shakespeare,
Yeah.
But it's only
I knew it.
Coors is 5,200 or something
Yeah.
like that. I think it's
5250.
I think 1,600 and something is Chase, and then Atlanta's like 1,600 something.
Yeah,
They're
Atlanta.
within
It was
50
always
or-
a trick question with the Atlanta
Well,
Braves.
yeah,
Nobody would ever think
yeah,
that.
Yeah, because I'm like trying to think when he's asked a question, and I'm like, and I'm like, a third team. Let me think. And he said Atlanta. I'm like, looked at him. He goes, that's weird. He goes, yeah, that's a hard one because you don't think of Atlanta right
No,
away.
not in the mountains.
You're trying to think out west and stuff. Like,
Yep.
let me think of California or teams like that,
Mhm.
or whatever. So,
And
Vegas.
you
So
don't
if
even-
Vegas gets the team, they'll be number 2. I bet then, won't they?
Probably.
Yeah,
Close?
they're pretty high.
Yeah, not high like, but they're probably up.
If they get a stadium built.
They got a plan. Don't worry about it.
Jesus Christ.
I have a trivia question.
A trivia?
Trivia.
Ah, Tweety Bud's asking questions now.
We got Twib notes.
Twib
Trip
notes.
notes.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Can you name the only person to win
Caitlin Clark.
an Olympic gold medal and an Oscar?
Gold medal and an Oscar.
I was going to say OJ for Naked Gun.
How about Michael Jordan?
Close.
LeBron.
Close.
An Oscar was probably for like documentary or something like that. Oh, Ray Allen.
Nope.
He was an Olympian, though, I don't think.
Oh, Wesley Snipes.
So it's a basketball player?
Yeah, you guys are on the right track.
Oh,
We named
Dwayne Wade.
No.
How about Kobe?
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
What did he? What?
He won 2 Olympic gold medals.
What was the thing he did? He won it like right before a couple years before he died. I thought it was
2018. He won an
Yeah.
Oscar for an animation called The Letter to Basketball.
Yep. Kobe. He does it all. He's the GOAT after Jordan.
Agreed.
He's the mini GOAT.
He's up there.
What's a baby GOAT called?
A kid.
Then he's the kid.
He's the kid. Oh, that's good. I like that with all capitals.
KID.
I had another question. I was thinking of this today. Who's the best New York Yankees center fielder of all time?
Bernie Williams.
Jazz Chisholm.
No, I mean
Mickey Mantle.
I'm
Wasn't
trying. I mean, there's a ton of them. I mean,
Caitlin Clark already has more assists in her career than 75.4% of the WNBA players.
she sucks.
It's terrible.
So I came up with the best Yankees outfield or center fielder, Mickey Mantle. I would, with his triple crown and 3 MVPs and 9 World Series or whatever. You got Joe DiMaggio.
How about Mickey Rivers?
He's not on here.
No.
Judge plays center now.
Yeah.
Bernie Williams, Ricky Henderson. I mean, Ricky didn't play enough years with them, but I mean, Ricky might be one of the great center fielders of all time.
Right.
Bobby Mercer, But I mean, that's 6 guys right there that are legit. I mean, that are comparable at least.
Right. Bernie would be. If it wasn't.
They had Bernie listed. I actually looked this up, and they had Bernie listed as the number 2 behind Mantle, and then DiMaggio.
DiMaggio had that 50.
Yeah, DiMaggio was awesome too for his.
Yeah, but how many?
And he's Mr. Coffee, and he was banging Marilyn Monroe.
Right.
I mean, how do you?
He should be number
Mickey
1.
Mantle's
number
like,
1. Yeah, but Mickey Mantle got a blowjob underneath the stands at Yankee Stadium. So.
He's like drunk and banging like the girl at the cafe across the street.
Right. So
Ricky's Ricky.
Right. I had a question. So I saw Tirico today on the Olympics. Who's had the best post ESPN career?
I'm gonna say Rich Eisen.
You think so?
Well,
I was going to say
pretty
that
much runs NFL Network. That's his thing, man.
Andy's got his own show too. I watch it almost every day.
Podcast,
I mean, Dan Patrick, but
Patrick kind of
does his own thing,
right?
I was going to say Keith Olbermann because he can try and get the St. Louis Cardinals banned. Did you see that?
No.
The players hit like a home run and they did like the
they did
Trump thing where like he blew his ear off or
they
something.
Did the fist pump.
And they're like fight, and he says they should have their whole team removed from the baseball.
He got weird.
Which would make Cubs fans funny, make them laugh.
He's kind of like the Rob McCarr of announcers.
Jeez, I would go like that. But yeah, he's insane.
Right.
He says stuff just to get attention like that. That's just so off the wall.
I would almost say Robin Roberts because she was the host of like Good Morning America and
yeah, that's pretty. Was there somebody else that did something like that? Didn't they? Well, Chris Berman.
Yeah, but Berman's still at ESPN.
Yeah, he's done some stuff outside, doesn't he? Or no, he doesn't really. But he did Monday Night Football.
I'm talking like Tariq, like guys that went to other places.
Yeah,
like Tirico's a good example. Eisen's a great example.
I would have picked Eisen when he said it right away.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that he was at ESPN.
Eisen.
Yeah.
I think Eisen's done pretty well for himself.
Right.
And
his podcast is good.
Yeah, he does a podcast. He has like a video, like a blog, like a show you can watch.
I watched the
he
show.
Has the podcast, and he has obviously he runs NFL Network. I mean,
he gets great guests on the thing. He gets actors, and he gets former players, and he dignitaries, and
Rich
it does pretty well. Pretty good show.
Dan Patrick, Dan Patrick's done good. I mean, he sets his own schedule, and it's basically a studio. Isn't it a studio where he lives, kind of, or supposed to be, or not? Yeah, it is. I think it's built on his property.
Is it?
Yeah,
I thought it was. I could be wrong.
Dan Patrick and Dave from Milwaukee, they were college roommates.
Wow.
He was always on. He was on.
Yeah.
There. And he was on Laser for a while.
Yeah.
Dan Patrick. That's where he was on a bunch of times.
Right.
Or I did that show with him for a year or two. Then he got too expensive for Laser, I think.
I was hoping you say Skip Bayless and we started arguing, but
Yeah.
No, not Skip Bayless.
His brother's done good for himself. He's got that show with the Mexican food where he goes down to Oaxaca and, finds like some poblanos. Oh, these are good poblanos. I'll bring them back to my restaurant.
There's Morel again. Said goodbye to.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's got good restaurants too. Food's solid.
Oh, yeah. What's his name? Rick Bayless.
Yeah, Rick Bayless. Yeah.
Yeah, but he wasn't on ESPN.
We ate the one time at the one.
Yeah, we ate at something Blanco.
Me and
Cabo Blanco.
Me and the kids in Disney Springs at one of his places. Food
And
is
I've
legit.
eaten there a couple times at O'Hare too. The one there.
Yeah,
it's
food's
solid.
I'm afraid to get on a plane and eat it.
Yeah, the breakfast. I had like some bean thing. It was awesome.
Yeah.
He's got probably the best Mexican food around, which is crazy because he's Skip Bayless's brother.
Yeah. So closing thoughts, Ed.
Let's see. I got a bunch of stuff here. I don't get riding a motorcycle. There's no upside. It's like having sex with a Kardashian. Best case, you get saddle sores.
Wow, that's a good one.
I just thought of it. Yeah.
Tim, closing thoughts.
Love the fact that the U.S. Olympic women's team coach is still defiant about Caitlin Clark not being on the team when they had the biggest crowd in Minnesota. It's one of the last few games before the All-Star break. Fever came into Minnesota. They moved the game to the Target Center, sold out. So like 17,000 people there. And they asked her about the Caitlin Clark effect. She's like, I don't give a shit. Two shits. And then one of the reporters asked about Caitlin Clark, the Olympic team, and she said, I'm not answering any questions about the Olympic team.
And then they got beat by the All-Star team.
Got beat by the All-Star team, but funny how she thought that Caitlin Clark would be a distraction on the Olympic team if she was on it. It's more of a distraction that she's not on the team. So karma comes back. It was awesome. All-Star game was great.
I almost went.
What's that? Dude, really?
Yeah, it was in.
I would have.
It was in Phoenix when we got there. The day we got there.
Really?
I looked for tickets and they were like $150 for upper deck.
Dude, for like a generational All-Star game?
But I was like, if I would have known earlier, I would have tried to buy him earlier, and I would have bought tickets. Peter's like,
they went cheaper, like closer to the.
No,
really?
Yeah, they was like lower level tickets, $1,800.
Ooh,
like center section.
Oh, do you hear about Aubrey Plaza?
You
know who she is, right?
Yeah.
Tore her ACL.
Doing what?
Playing horse or playing playing horse with one of the WNBA players at the facility the day before the All-Star game.
Yeah.
That sounds like something we would do,
right? So, even superstar movie stars are human.
Yeah.
She's fucking hilarious. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, she is. That movie, Dirty Grandpa.
Yeah,
she's incredible in that. Never watched Parks and Rec, but the clips I do see are incredible.
Oh yeah,
he's awesome. I gotta start watching that show just because some of the stuff he does. The best thing I see on Reels or whatever.
Ron Swanson.
Yeah, the bacon one.
Oh
the
yeah,
vegan bacon one.
Right.
Can I get some more? Nope. It gives him another plate, dumps it. He goes, I can't give you no more. She goes, can I get some?
Yeah. She gives it to him.
Watch Parks and Rec.
Is that the one with Joel McHale and?
No, that's
what's that one?
Yeah, it's Parks and Rec.
No,
you're right. It's with Chevy Chase in that one. With
right.
Him.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
No,
sure
A Polar is Parks and Rec, right?
Yeah.
Is she pretty funny in that show too?
Yeah.
Well, she's like Miss
it's Polar, the Carpenter guy, whatever, the Ron Burgundy guy you're just saying.
Ron Swanson.
Yeah,
Ron
that
Swanson.
guy. He's
and Aubrey Plaza and Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt's
is
in it.
Parks and Rec
Pratt's
too.
in there.
But the Chevy Chase show and Joel McHale was called. It's not the same show.
No.
It's the one with the school.
Yeah.
I watched that a little bit.
I'm trying to think of the name of that because the girl I really liked was on that movie in that show.
I can't think of the name of the show.
Mary something.
Morel. Got tears in his eye. Poor guy.
You just found out I got traded?
Yeah.
We still have one more at South Bend. His brother.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, what's that show called?
Oh, he was on The Soup. I remember that.
Soup.
Oh God, what the hell was that?
Yeah,
called?
it's
he's on the Bear now.
Joel McHale. Oh yeah, he was. Yeah. Yep.
Oh shit. What's his career? Oh my God, I can't find it now. I forget what we're even looking up.
Parks and Rec. Is it?
Oh yeah, television. Not Will and Grace, The Soup, CSI Miami, Community.
Community. Yeah, Community. Yeah, that's it.
That's
yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's as fun. I never watched that either though.
no. That's I always mix those two up because they're kind of
But Ron Swanson's the best.
Yeah. You see his stand up?
Funny.
He's pretty funny.
Well, he's
yeah.
married to the lady from
the old lady. Yeah.
Will and Grace.
Yeah.
Karen.
No.
Yeah, she's older, quite a bit older than him.
She's on that show too. On Rex and
Parks and Rec.
Rec.
Oh, is she? Yeah, she was fun. She was hilarious on Will and Grace.
Deborah, what's her name?
Deborah Mess.
no,
That's not her.
no.
It's Karen. Her name is.
That was Deborah.
Deborah Messing's the redhead.
Yeah, what
she was Grace.
No, what's the
her name was
oh my God.
I can see her too.
I can see her too.
She's funny though.
Yeah.
She's hilarious.
Fucking alcoholic, dipping her fucking biking in and
When they redid it, they were too political for me. I couldn't watch it. I watched one episode, I was done.
Political how?
Just it was all about Trump's terrible. It was a sitcom. I liked when Harry Connick was on that show, Will and Grace. Yeah. He's a funny dude.
He's a good actor.
Yeah. He's in a new movie.
Is he?
He's a guy that like moves to an island and he's a rock star, but he's just trying to get away and he meets some girl, but it looks kind of funny. I mean, it's a romantic rom-com.
Who's in it?
Harry Connick.
Harry Connick.
You lost me.
Yeah. I like Harry Connick though. He's interesting.
Megan Mullally.
Megan Mullally. Yeah. But yeah, he's another funny guy, Harry Connick.
Yeah, Offerman's he's
Is she that much older? How old is she?
She is.
She's not that much older, like maybe 50.
Oh yeah, she's 12 years old. She's 65.
Oh really? She don't look that old. No, I haven't seen her in a while. But
I know.
Last time I talked to her, didn't do FaceTime. We just talked.
Yeah, she went to Northwestern.
So closing thought, Tim. Did you give one?
Yeah, that was it. He was just bad mouthing that Aubrey Hepburn.
No, WNBA.
Aubrey Hepburn.
Yo, poop. That was Cat Hepburn. I'm trying to say it. I couldn't even say I was laughing already.
Oh yeah. Who'd you say?
I don't know. Aubrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn. Oh,
I said Aubrey Hepburn too.
Katharine Hepburn was good at making shaken martinis. The other Hepburn was good at stirring up.
She's like that with Michael J. Fox.
Yo, I say yo, poop you.
Oh man! Remember that time she tried to shave my balls after 3 cups of coffee? Jesus
Christ!
Oh,
okay.
God! So, Mike,
that's a great picture.
First thing I watched the new Roadhouse here tonight.
Awesome!
It was hilarious.
Awesome.
I don't think it's supposed to be funny, but it was hilarious. It was great.
Was it like hilarious, like bad hilarious, or
Yeah, it was just so,
I saw the one clip. Was like, do you have insurance? Oh, I slapped you.
Yeah, it's got those funny little moments, and it's
a little more serious than the original, but
it's worth watching. It was if you want to get away I watched it on a plane, an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes, just doing something.
It's worth it.
You don't want to think, watch it.
Yeah,
it's funny.
It's I mean, what's his name? The boxer.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah. Connor.
Yeah, he's always naked walking around in there.
Speaking of
my favorite part,
Patrick Swayze, I saw that there's going to be
he died. You know that?
He did?
Yeah.
Oh man, I just watched The Outsiders.
Go ahead.
Dirty Dancing 2 next year.
Is there?
Yeah, they got it's like 30 years or something.
They kind of had one a few years ago, like a Dirty Dancing, but it was a Latin couple.
Yeah,
right.
It was like
I don't think I watched it. Jenny might have watched it. I don't think I did.
Dirty Dancing the Lambada.
Yeah, I'm hoping. No, it's like Tijuana Nights or something like that, or Havana Nights or something like that. Dirty Dancing Havana Nights.
I'm hoping that
Tijuana
Nights,
the happiest place on earth.
Nobody puts the donkey in the corner.
Hey, I'm over here.
Tijuana Nights. Oh,
you want to do a bump?
Yeah, exactly right. It's like a bunch of people doing cocaine.
Here, swallow this condom of cocaine for me, please, and go back home. and just dance by the gauges.
Sir, why are you sweating?
back to the Catskills. Cocaine in my butt. Why are you sweating? I got a stitch. I do got a stitch.
What's worse, trying to get an abortion or being a drug mule? Now, Dad's I'm really pissed. You were a drug mule too?
What? Yeah, what are they? He's dead, right?
Yeah, Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry.
Orwell.
Yeah.
Although it wasn't his daughter that
Can
had
you
the
imagine
abortion, I forgot.
the Tijuana Nights? She's here to get an abortion, Dad. What else would you be doing in fucking Tijuana but getting an abortion?
Fake tits.
Fake tits. Donkey shows. What else?
So I think it was called Havana Nights.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Tijuana Nights would be we should write a movie.
Oh my god.
We could sell Mushroom Head wine while we're there.
Please
Please give me a sign.
Beverly Hills Cop, Tijuana Nights.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay. So
let me get my breath.
My other closing thought. That's all I have. Good show. Oh, I'm going all. I'll do a show next week. I can tell you about the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Sweet. Talk about that, I guess.
Get our butts kicked at fucking Bags tomorrow night.
Sax
Can't
tomorrow
wait.
night. I call it Sax. Oh, what? Sex.
It's supposed to rain all day, but we'll see
Is
what
it?
happens.
Oh,
And it's
dang it.
Yeah. That's too bad.
Did that sound sincere? Oh, Jeff, how are you? Oh, Hop wrote a bunch of stuff on here. I just noticed.
Well,
What did Hop write? Hop wrote, let's see if we know what he's talking about. Ready?
Yep.
Pets is narrow and elevated. Just
Yeah.
like a recap of the show.
I like it.
Jordan Montgomery.
Yeah. We couldn't. I said it and then I couldn't remember it.
It was Dwayne Wade and Ian Eagle. No,
Yeah.
Telecast. All NFL games were on in the bar, even through Spectrum.
Okay.
That was just direct to you, but I know you have to pay for it. I know you do. Water polo player.
I don't remember
Who
that.
wrote a water polo player?
The sex offender.
Who is the
yeah.
sex offender?
Yeah.
Of course, Hop knew that one.
Yes. And Halle Burton.
Derek Von Diddler or whatever. Halle Burton.
Halle Burton, the one who wasn't playing when I said the
Oh.
wrong name. Right.
I thought you said Halle Berry.
That's what I heard.
And then Jeff Jankowski said, "Good evening, fellas."
Oh, not as in depth as Hop's
Hello.
review, but
Goodbye.
Yep, we're out of here. So we are the Basement Benchwarmers podcast, and thanks to I can't find my button here, giggity. Thanks to
get a beer for the ride home.
Thanks to Ed and Tim. I'm Scott. You guys have a great evening, and it's 69 degrees in here. Look at the temperature, guys.
Giggity.
Have a great night. Take care.
I hate goodbyes. Sorry, folks. Park's closed.
What happened? I blacked out.
Because we did something today that no one thought we could do, including us. So we're going out, we're celebrating, and we're going to rub it in this city's face.
I swear I've seen a lot of stuff in my life, but that was awesome. Bye, Felicia.
Kids, there's Big Ben and there's Parliament.
I'd give them more buys and highs.
Every new beginning comes from other beginnings. Mic check, 1, 2, here we go. Listen to the podcast that we all know. The Basement Benchwarmers, they bring the heat, talking sports and life. Can't miss a beat. Kicking back in the basement, sipping on brews. The boys got the stories, breaking all the news. From basketball to football, they got it all. Their analysis, man, they never fall. So Basement Benchwarmers, they're on fire. They bring the heat, never tired. Tune into the podcast, you won't regret. Join the Benchwarmers. It's the best.